why we've the best crowd in esports.
You're not here. You're not living.
Guys, don't forget to fight. Let's fight. Fight.
See?
Yeah.
Let's fight.
He makes a good point.
He's right. Big fight.
Don't forget to fight.
Or you're right.
Imagine if you did forget that that was the whole point of this game. It would end very quickly.
I feel like I've played a lot of games with people who have forgotten in the past.
Yeah.
Anyone you want to?
No, not naming names.
Just do it, man.
Oh, they missed the volley.
Gee.
But it might not be GG yet. They still get the control over Cave. Flashes now in. Vexite in for the big fight. 3 kills on for the 4th. And a 5th might be awaiting him. The ace on the cards for Vexite. It's just Jam Young left.
Blimey. That is one way to start.
It's going to be another close, nearly ace, but ultimately not an ace.
He's the last guy that... Oh, trying to steal it.
Surely you send him
Trying
forward.
to steal it.
This round is unlosable. Send the boy forward to get his...
Oh, yes. They're telling him, get the dog. Come on, man. Oh, let's go, Vexite. Oh, no, he's fucked it up.
Oh, no.
God.
No,
God. Jam Young. Oh, no. Their overzealousness has got the better of them. Oh, just barely held on.
Thank God the molly hit him. If the molly didn't hit him, he could have kept running, got it to long, finished that dink. Oh, I'm a little scared now. FlyQuest fans, tense after that pistol, but they pull through, Jason.
Yeah, that's why I always say you don't send anybody to chase after the ace.
Good take.
Yeah. You just let the round play out. You gotta earn the ace. It's pretty nasty from Jay. Actually, if he's slowed down in that Molotov, he could have had a real chance at it. What nothing?
Clocks.
Now, I would probably interject here with some mailbag, but given that it's TYLOO, I would love to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, that's fair.
I love that people are copy and pasting. What's your name? Lee. Lee, mate. What's it like to be in the best audience in the world? If you're not here, you're not living. Let's go, the boys.
We've got to respect the full send from...
Oh, yeah,
Lee.
he nails it.
Like,
Lee
we're not
nails
laughing
it.
at Lee. We're
Bro,
laughing with Lee.
Lee could be on the team. Like, Lee, in a way, is on the team.
Lee is part of us here.
Lee, you're on the team.
He's got a guttural voice. Let's find Lee. Wherever you are, out there, somewhere.
Some say he's still in that seat in the arena.
Just waiting.
Just chilling. Come on, Jammy.
Oh, Jamson.
Only one would dare give him the raspberry.
They should have seen Shadow.
One desire.
Liaz. Oh, off angle is good. He's dropped the deagle. All the worry out the window. A bit of a dunk downtown. Ugh. No worries.
Nice little farm up session. 2-0.
Nice, Harry. I see what you've done to chat.
We've destroyed Twitch chat.
Ruined
It's
it.
so over. That's it. This is
conversation is
the kind
possible.
of Counter-Strike forum of open conversation and discussion is gone. We're a Lee channel now.
Well, let's take a break from...
Specifically about this one guy.
Welcome to ESL Pro League.
ESL Pro League.
He's good. That's why he's the billion-dollar man.
TYLOO versus FlyQuest.
FlyQuest.
Best of Lee to decide.
Elimination on the line. Or qualification to stage 2.
You're out of control.
Mercury looking lethal this tournament. Coming up on the B side, mid-take.
Oh, heavy cave lean.
FlyQuest
defense.
leave mid.
Well, you can see, though, FlyQuest have the lead as it stands.
Yes, Trace.
Of course. That would bring me to the conversation brought to you by Patrick Norcross via EPL Mailbag. Who is winning a game between 5 ZywOos and 5 Nikos?
Ooh. Nico.
My gut did say.
If it's in a final. Don't you know, mate?
I'm taking Nico. 5 Nikos.
Cycled Orb and Rifle, though.
True.
Ooh.
Nico can deagle.
You don't want
Jam
Nico
Young.
to Orb.
And he
Jam
can
Young.
in-game lead.
Jam Young's going in to Liaz.
Nice. Regal Lee, dead now, of course. As they push the cave, they spot the bomb. That was a fake on A to send them into the B site. It's been cancelled. Jamyam jumping through the smoke. This one's gone very wrong for TYLOO right now. 2v3, smoke break, and the flash hits him in the face at the same time. Somehow FlyQuest still survive. Low health as they swing out. Attacker's got the kill. That felt very forced by Vexite. With 15 seconds on the clock, he could kill the bomb right now. Inns drops it. That's the round.
Yikes.
Well, that's why it seemed forced. He made sure the bomb couldn't get planted, set up that push into Donut, and another round for FlyQuest. Tell you what, I feel like early on, I'm feeling what Yanko was talking about on the desk of saying like TYLOO gonna be a little bit feeling the pressure at this situation, going from 2-0 to 2-2, and now on verge of elimination. I feel it a little bit in these first 3 rounds when I watch them.
Especially with the wins they got, like to start this tournament. They took down the top dog of Eternal Fire. They took down 3D Max, who have progressed, of course. So they were really legit wins. There's no question about the Counter-Strike, but they caught everyone off guard. No longer going to be a factor. Teams are ready for this team now.
Another one from the mailbag, gentlemen. This one comes from 96 Davidas Bud.
You don't need to read the names.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to give credit where it's due.
Okay.
So,
What's he got?
hello, real quick. If you had to, what one piece of utility would you add to the game? That's hard.
Tear gas.
All right.
And it makes them cough. So you know where they are.
Been playing a lot of DayZ, I see.
I imagine you go, I think he's cave, and then you hear, and you're like, yep, he's in there.
He's cave.
He's in cave. What's your name, mate? G, mate.
What's it part to be?
How does it feel to be a part of the best team in China? I'm broken by the ad, man. It's got to me.
You play it so much, man. It's
Deeply
in my
rooted into your brain.
Whew.
Hacker, though. 1v4. Gets it down to the 1v lead. You're looking out in towards mid.
Yo, you're on a roll, Harry.
Bomb is away from him, so probably not going to win this round.
No, he's not.
Ah, man, he's got him right where he wants him.
I'm trying to think of a cool piece of utility that could actually be functional.
Nothing.
We talked about turning the Zeus into like an actual taser, where they're just, because like a Zeus wouldn't kill someone per se,
Yeah.
but that's not utility.
We don't need CC in this game.
We don't.
We do not need CC.
No, we don't. Nobody likes it. Nobody wants it.
Or what about a stun grenade that momentarily roots you in place?
Okay.
We don't need CC.
That's literally a CC.
Yeah.
Little
I'm
crowd
thinking
control.
more CC.
More CC and less CC.
Riot Shield, Jason, would you add it back?
No, the implementation of the riot shield over the years has never worked.
But the night vision, right? Remember how
Let's bring night vision back. That's a good shout.
it sounds cool even when you buy it and spawn? It's like a weird flex.
It is. Yeah, you could like spam it back in the day and just let people know you spent like $1,500 on useless night vision.
Yeah.
So much better than that.
How about like you add maps with like dark hallways or dark route? Like you make secret on nuke dark and it only gets bright when you shoot or if you have night vision.
Sure.
That'd be an economical move.
What if you could call in like the APC after your team gets like 20 kills?
Yeah, like a nuke when you
Right.
get 25 kills.
Yeah, and you can
Like
just
Delta
roll into a
Force.
bomb site.
Shout out Delta Force one time.
Yeah, whoever plays that. Anyway, got a message from Lynn Lee in the mailbag.
No.
Yep. I want a segment with the worst trigger discipline moments from Mr. Lee.
Well, there was one on the subreddit back at Katowice.
Yeah.
Just go watch an ultimate clip on Mirage.
Fair.
Very slow round for TYLOO. Not got the usual jazz of a TYLOO T side. Default, punishing a kill. Dexter will trade. They're going for a mid-take at a minute on the clock. Where will this even end? Bomb checking the flank. You don't want to lose the bomb here.
I'm really happy to see this.
Oh.
Hold the thought.
Oh, wait.
Oh, Big Dex been red. They turn around, they deal with him. That's G-Mate finding him in the backline. And now a 4-on-3.
This donut split is so free here, but you just need to go quick. You need to trade out this kill. Regardless, showing the AWP. They're going to avoid the AWP entirely. And actually, FlyQuest are moving back into A. So this is the perfect move for TYLOO. One guy, Inns, been lacking the confidence. He's been talking about it. Time to show up or shut up.
He's got at least one here.
He's been smoked.
He's got at least one here.
It's so dangerous. They're going to go default. He won't get it.
Well, the retake, I don't even know if they'll go for this. Regali hasn't moved out of Donut with the ult. So they might just see if the rifles can kill one, and maybe they can start a retake on their own, but I don't think Regali's even considering the idea of moving in this direction.
Wait, okay. Should be fine. I do want a big ins game today. I feel like we're due for it. Like,
It's been a minute.
it's been a minute. Meant to be the best player in this team. He's definitely shown it at times, but recently just not really been there.
No. Oh, I think the whole team has just kind of been struggling. I mean, I'm not, in some sense, having casted some of their games, watched them play, I'm surprised they're in this 2-2 game, because, I mean, yeah, last night's game was brutal.
Yeah, you got to ask, like, is that...
Was that FlyQuest? They got wrecked?
I'm trying to do so many games. Which game?
I know.
Remind me?
Yeah, they got wrecked by Eternal
Fire, yeah.
Oh, yes, that was brutal. Yeah, I kind of like wiped that from my
That's what I was going to say at the start of this round. Like, I like seeing this trade, because remember, against Eternal Fire and Inferno, they didn't win a single opening kill. Xantare's got like 9 opening kills against them, so the fact that the first engagement has a second player to swing, that makes me really happy. And it makes me feel like they had a conversation about that specifically last night. Or this morning.
I think they're just going to go quick B this round. That's looking to be the call. Insta Heaven Smoke lobbed in. Trying to cut off the cave push as well. And so straight up ramp, they just steamroll this B site through TYLOO. FlyQuest are already teed up heavy over here. They also have mid aggression, so fast flanks on the cards for FlyQuest. Big wrap in through the donut, but it's swiftly dealt with. There is Liaz from the jump up.
Flank is so fast, so I'm not sure they're ready for this. On the smoke fade, Dexter pushes through. Perfect timing to kill that player on the bomb. Attacker needs a frag right here, right now. He's going to get it. They could double peek this right now. Mosian's got cover. Attacker follows up. 1-2 punch. Good night, FlyQuest. Back to bed with you. TYLOO with a quick B. Convert a second round. Back to back, putting FlyQuest's money into question.
And speaking of questions, I've got one coming from the EPL mailbag. That is EPL mailbag at efg.gg. Please go ahead and send in, I guess, whatever you want. It's not our inbox, so let's see what happens there.
Chats.
This one is from Austin Gardner, who has 2 questions, but we'll go with the first one here. It will be my first ever LAN for CS. Any tips or things to make sure I do when attending? And he's talking about the Austin Major.
Oh.
Ooh, Jason, you go. You're the American.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we've all been to majors. Hydrate. Bring deodorant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bring deodorant.
You know, you don't want to be that guy.
Hand sanitizer goes a long way.
Don't be afraid to make friends. We're all friends in Counter-Strike events.
Yeah, if there's any one thing that brought you together, it is the game. So you do have that.
Bring something you want signed, you know?
Bring a pen.
Mouse pad, yeah. Bring a Sharpie if you want signatures.
Sharpie.
And depending
Like
what sort
a
of...
team jersey, a mouse pad, these are both very, very good.
Yeah.
And a pen, a good pen.
Or an ice chest, because, you know, there's tailgating. Flurry, I think, is the idea. So, yeah, I mean, obviously hydration important. Dehydration also important.
Map out some nice eateries around your hotel.
Yeah. Any Texas tips? I've never been either.
Stay inside.
Tried the
Stay inside.
Yeah, it's gonna be warm.
Scorcher out there in the summertime.
But it also, you're gonna be in a big arena all day, so you might want to bring a hoodie just in case. You know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of good tips. You've kind of nailed it there, Jason.
Tacos are great in Texas.
Okay. Oh.
If the team you're rooting for get eliminated, you can still show up and support the other teams.
It's very true.
It's a very good tip.
And honestly, if you want to get like a little trial run on your first LAN event, you could go to Dallas. And then that way,
True.
you are prepared.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Straight in through the red room. Straight murder.
God, he got it. He's ready for the third guy.
Gee, the GOAT.
That's 4. Actually, that's 4 kills. No, sorry, 3 in red, 1 in donut. What a slaughter. TYLOO ready every step of the way. They realize Liaz is the A anchor. They go for the B flank.
I feel like TYLOO's been going so fast that FlyQuest isn't even having like a chance to react to anything. They're just like, okay, try and stem the bleeding where it's happening.
They had a chance. I mean, they just have to hit the trades there, and TYLOO shoot hard. And look at this double. Are they going to go both cave? You
can't.
They'll leave Mercury here just in case he gets on it quick. Liaz, no kit is the problem, but full nades beckons the stick. He's walking around. He needs info now. Where's that cave play gotten to? TYLOO not giving him anything. You got to run. There's no way.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's done. It's toast. Good kill from Mercury. Good round from Mercury and G. Doubles for both of them. and we're all tied up at 4.
We definitely are, and that is something that Jason wants to put out there for the audio-only listeners.
Yes, indeed. It is 4-4. This is the 5th day of the opening stage of ESL Pro League Season 21. The first of 3 timeouts is now used by the CT side. That would be FlyQuest, as TYLOO's offense has really picked up steam in these last few rounds.
Yes.
Attacker with 7 kills. He's leading the way for TYLOO. Over on the other side of things, it is Inns leading the way, also with 7 frags. Money is in a weird place for you audio-only listeners for the FlyQuest defense. They're going to have to make a decision. Probably a half buy. Probably pick up some pistols and armor. $25,000 worth of equipment for TYLOO in this round. That's quite nice. It's a lot of money.
I'm going to send an email to the mailbag.
Oh, good. Well, Adrian Bland has asked, should CS have handcuffs so you can arrest T's once you Zeus them?
No.
Okay.
There's got to be some quality control here, Trace.
Okay.
You are our quality
We already tried that in CZ, right? Instead of being
handcuffs,
when you frag somebody, their models just knelt down and gave up and like.
Oh yeah.
Slow violence mode, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do recall.
It was weird.
Now, what was a better version, CZ or CS Source?
Source.
Okay, you guys have lost the plot.
As a notorious Source hater, even I don't go that far.
Look, CZ was ahead of the game. It was the first game you could pick up grenades in off the ground.
True.
Like, and now look.
Look at us now.
Oh. Speaking of which, look now, Vexite. For something.
Oh, it didn't do nearly as much damage as the sound effect would have made you think. But it was almost there.
Oh, perfect break. 5 alive on the anti. TYLOO, attacker ran towards the bomb to pick up the 5-7. Not sure that was worth it. Not sure about that one.
5-7 is a valuable weapon.
Not worth your AK and armor, is it?
For anyone listening audio only, this is 5 rounds in a row for TYLOO after a 4-0 start for FlyQuest.
And just in case you're working and you're distracted and haven't been paying attention to what Harry just said, it has been 5 rounds straight for TYLOO.
That's mad.
What, Jason repeating exactly what you said?
No. I'm talking the comeback here. TYLOO in full swing now on this T side.
Not getting in their head early in this game when you talk about the pressure, Jason, and the 2-0 lead and starting slow. They immediately have reset. Can they run away with the T side of Ancient?
I mean, TYLOO's really putting FlyQuest in the meat freezer right now, and that's not a place you want to go back to.
No. Once you're there, leave as soon as possible.
They're turning up the pressure, our TYLOO.
Any freezer is probably not where you want to hang out. I mean, we're not like dogs, right? Dogs have hair that can pretty much...
Wait, dogs can't hang out in freezers either.
Exactly. They're not supposed to. But I bet that they'd probably last a little longer if I had to guess.
Yeah, maybe.
But anyway, moving swiftly past that, here's a 5-on-5 situation, just a minute under on the clock, and mailbag. Question for Jason, Hugo, and me, I guess. Is it okay for caster to have bias? For example, I want TYLOO to win. Is that okay? Or should I try it and be unbiased in my presentation?
Who's this from, Trace?
Lee Russell.
Lee Russell. Okay. Sounds familiar.
Okay.
Is he going to hit this molly this time? Oh, he's changed his mind. He doesn't want to throw it.
I think it's okay to have bias.
Yeah?
In your own time.
Okay.
Do you want to do a biased cast?
I already am.
No,
TYLOO have got this in the bag. 4-on-4 as attacker levels the playing field. They've also got the A control. Jam Young's walked right in, calling the bluff of FlyQuest. Oh, that's a rather sizable nade there into the spawn. Jam Young not one to be messed with in terms of getting these openers. He takes it one step further. Regali's already on the scene, and so maybe this interests FlyQuest, but...
Don't know, no kit.
Peace.
Later, Tater.
That's an op save.
Oh, dear.
It's, well...
6. Yeah.
It was a good start.
Sure.
We'll always have those first 4 rounds.
Yeah. Maybe 4 is all they get, Jason.
That's just crazy, the way it's just turned around so emphatically.
Well, audio-only listeners, this one's not for you at all. I just wanted to say hey to you while I had the moment.
Oh, they killed Dexter at the end. Only AWP saved.
Only the AWP. They can, I mean, I don't know if you... FlyQuest, they could force up here if they want to, and they will. Okay.
Yeah, you need the rounds, really.
Yeah, I was going to say, and like they're right on the edge with the FAMAS, with the MP9s, like you can make this work.
Regardless, we've got to make a big boy play.
Yeah.
I want to see him get involved. Haven't really
He hasn't
seen
been
him.
super frisky, has he?
No, he's been back in Donut a lot of the time, peeling back, and the one time he left A, they went A, so a bit awkward, but I want to see him, yeah, in the picture right now. Fast mid take for TYLOO. That's a confident call out of spawn when you know you're winning every fight. And FlyQuest, smartly enough, are not there to stop it. They're going to give it up entirely. Got this push down the ramp. Regali setting up. Spot is good. I think he saw them. Oh, no, he didn't. Jumping again. They'll get 2 kills. G-Spam works out for 1. Regali in the cave should be good to nail his shot. That's awkward. Break on the smoke finds ins. And now they don't need to push Regali. He's going to stay patient on the B-bomb site. And the flank coming in. Liaz can't flank too soon. If he dies here, he gives him away back into A. Got them trapped.
Yeah, they're not going to come towards him, though. They want to continue into this B-bomb site. Mercury, oh, that's...
Just go.
Yeah, with the Molotov up, has confidence to step in front of the smoke. Oh, damn. Oh!
That setup was abhorrent, Jason.
That was very gross. Both
Smoke
players.
also sucks.
The Jam Young openers have been unreal
That's
across this tournament. TYLOO, they got full faith in Jam Young.
That's just a sad round for FlyQuest. Like, neither of them are really in a position, and they're both open.
Well,
like,
if I had...
smoke's bad, Jason.
Okay, if I had to think about it and make a case for the defense, I don't remember exactly who was the rifler?
Dexter was
the rifler?
cave smoke guy.
Okay, so I think what's happening is Regali with the AWP is out in the open peering down ramp, and Dexter feel like he really needs to step up and actually hold a crappy position to protect his AWPer while he's there until he can secure a better position. I think it just kind of left Dexter out in the open. If I were to make an argument for why that exactly happened from the FlyQuest POV, I don't think it was a designed thing. I think it's just a situation where Dexter's like, well, I kind of have to be in this shitty spot.
Oh, yeah, sure. They're not, like, doing that one in prac,
Yeah.
but, you know.
Yeah, it does.
Like you said, that molly's down, so of course TYLOO
Right.
can walk through the smoke. They have no fear. Really good call for Mercury to just go in, or Jam Young, whoever it was.
And I'm assuming he didn't want to smoke the molly because it would have plumed so deep
Great
out of the
shot.
entrance that they could have, like, snuck out towards the site.
Regali just kind of hung out to dry there. When Dexter dies, there's not really much he can do.
And we just talked about him not being able to get involved in this game, right? Like, his AWP has not had an impact.
And there's the kicker, really. And now we're looking at 8 rounds in a row, unless FlyQuest can pull something up here with the final buy, a final try. Also, you know, for all the talk about the setup, those are crazy good shots for Jam Young.
Yeah.
That entry on Dexter was...
Spicy.
Yeah.
Spreading that jam. I didn't like that I went in that
Yeah.
Jam, not very spicy.
I really didn't.
Not known for its spice.
You can get spicy Jam. Chili
Jalapeno jam. Oh my god, the donk parting. Look at Jam Young go. He's right behind the box. He didn't see anything. He is so blind.
Oh, bit of help. G always there.
Hi, G.
Real G's never leave you behind.
That's my G.
Bro,
He
mid
just shot him
has,
through smoke.
mid has been free for 8 rounds straight.
Jam Young just killed Liaz through smoke
hang
with no
on.
info.
Ins.
It's a 1v5.
Big ins. Not to be confused with Baggins. On an unexpected journey here in through Donut. Opens up with 1. Gets past G. Hosea does have him boxed in, though. Starting to commit to this wrap round in through middle. TYLOO, they're looking real good for this 8th round. They don't know exactly where Vexite has gotten to. Right now, all the attention is on dealing with ins, but as they find him, now they learn about this last man over in the spawn. TYLOO, 8 rounds primed and ready to go, and that's after a 4-0 start for FlyQuest. 4 is all they get in that first half.
It's a marathon, okay?
Yeah, we can just
If
set
you
the
start
pace here as
off
well.
bad, it's gonna be bad at the end. If you start off good, even if it's bad, it's gonna end better.
I'm inspired.
Those first 4 rounds really doing some heavy lifting here for FlyQuest.
Somebody respond to Dexter. Can somebody on that team say something?
Yeah, like, yeah, man. cheers.
Yeah, bro, let's fucking go.
Good point. I believe.
Anyone?
Also, the hype speech did get me confused.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's like I want to believe, but
bad,
like, wait a
you're
minute.
gonna
If
lose.
things start off bad, it's gonna go badly. But if things start off good, then it might go better.
To be fair,
It's like the most
kind of deep.
the analogy does work.
It's the most
because-
passive hype speech.
It wasn't the strongest speech we've ever seen.
Look, it sounds like one of those Taylor Swift quotes where they just put like text over a picture.
Live, laugh, love. Rush. The B site. G spots him coming. He gets out just in time. That molly lands. They've got to change the setup now. Pushing down the ramp as the cave control is taken. TYLOO with 4 players on this bomb site. Don't believe
They're
it.
panicking.
They pull back. They really don't believe it, but it is this hit.
Oh.
They're panicking.
Oh no, they smoke themselves off. Flash into the cave. Not going to clear the corner. And what a call for FlyQuest to rush cave, then to pull all the way back, leaving player in position. They go for red as well. This is all over the place, but I actually love the call for FlyQuest, looking like both pistol rounds in their pocket.
Okay, well, another good start.
And to be
You know
honest,
what they say about good starts, Hugo?
if it starts well, Jason, it's
It
going to
might
end
just end well.
It will end
It
well.
might go bad at some point, but it could also end well at the end.
It's deep, man. It's deep. Almost as deep as this email that Paul Tinkle has sent us in. Yes, Paul Tinkle. Not to be confused with Mr. Dinkles.
I love how you're full doxing first and last name. It's really nice of you.
Oh, yeah, my bad, bro. I didn't think about that. Anyway,
What did Mr. Tinkle have to say?
dear casters, I apologize for calling Josh Steele the iBet Power guy in my previous email. I'm
Okay.
bad with names. I forgot his. No offense intended. Kind regards. Paul J. Tinkle.
I mean, you're apologizing. He's not here, so.
Oh, yeah, he might hear it, but I think what we can all kind of come to a consensus here and say,
Ace.
just do better, bud.
Ace! He got it!
He got the ace!
5.
And they
on
didn't win the
exit.
round.
No, but he can buy an M4
Now,
now.
would that be starting bad or starting good?
That's a good question. Jason.
Starting neutral, I think.
Okay.
I think it evens out.
So nobody
You win
wins.
the pistol.
But you lose all 5 to an ace.
I think he's over everything.
They may try and take our lives, but maybe they'll also come for our freedom. That's the Dexter version of that speech.
And maybe we'll lose both, but... What are you talking about? What are you doing to me? You know.
Bro, FlyQuest need Lee as their coach.
Oh, Lee would
Oh my
Yo,
God, Lee
that
would
actually
inspire.
would be the fucking pickup, wouldn't
What
it?
if they just brought him in for the speeches, like the hype,
Yeah.
like right before the game goes live? Lee's got you in a huddle.
Bro, Lee would get you pumped. Yeah, I need Dexter.
You're here,
Uh,
you're living. Let's go, the boys. That's what it would be like, in a way. Thanks, guys. Feeling like Dexter right now.
Anyway,
My team, I guess.
I can bail you out if you want, Hughes.
Please.
Okay, here comes another one from Mr. Parks. Can you try to give a percentage of how important you think each aspect of the game is? So like aim 20%, game sense 50%, utility 10, movement 10.
Nah.
I mean, crank utility.
Okay, thanks.
Crank utility up.
Yeah, I would say so. Movement's got to be up there too, right?
Aim would be lower. Game sense would be high.
Yeah.
It's weird though, because like if you max any one of them, I feel like you're pretty valuable. Like even if you have no game sense but great aim, I think you're still good.
Do you?
Yeah, and I know that sounds insane, but like I'm talking, you know, if you're like top 0.01% of aimers,
Sure.
and you just like you couldn't
Yeah. If
even
you,
envision like where the opponents would be. Maybe you have that thing that like
You've seen
Jackie
the-
has where you can't see things in your head, right? So you can't like plan the routes. You guys know this, right?
I'm curious. Yeah. Tell me a little
I
bit
don't
more.
remember what the name of the
But
thing is.
Premonition?
People who can't imagine things. Like if I say to you, like, picture a red apple,
Oh, it's like an
well,
imagination.
Jackie would be like, what's an apple?
he's dead on there. I've seen it happen. It's basically a direct quote.
Well, then.
FlyQuest are back, baby. Better than ever. Never doubted. Always knew they had it. So I knew eventually it would pick up.
Well, yeah, if you start strong, things might go better.
even if they get a bit worse, eventually.
They'll crumble
Dude,
down.
can we try find Lee and have him call in?
Like,
I can email him back
That's some. Yeah.
Has he emailed?
from somebody else's account.
Surely somebody knows.
it's not the Lee, though.
Oh yeah, my bad.
We don't just
What's
want any
Trace?
old
This
Lee.
looks like a great email you've...
Oh, you just see the...
Read the title, that's it.
That's all. That's what you want me to do? Okay.
Yeah, just the title. I mean, unless the rest is nice as well.
Hugo spitting straight bars from a man named Mortimer. Mortimer?
Mortimer.
Was this absolute fire from Lil Byron intentional? You're probably scared of Lynx, which is reasonable, but it was pretty funny. And that is correct. I am scared of Lynx.
What's the line?
We'll never know. I got to click.
Wait.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Mosaic could ninja defuse this. Now there's one more man nearby. He doesn't play for the kill yet. Tap on the bomb. It's going to draw the peek out, but nothing connects. Mosaic, it's real close, but not meant to be. This is just a bit of intrigue, as he will get denied. That nearly gets very wild.
Yeah, that could have gotten a little crazy. That could have spiraled out of control. We're going to get TYLOO with some weapons now, though, which is always nice. AWP is passed over. M4 is coming out with full util. And TYLOO nursing a 1-round lead.
Yeah, they want to try and hold on to that. Glorp willing, so let's see. G donning that AWP.
It's a good bit.
I know, no one's talking about Glorp enough, so...
I asked about it in our quiz the other day, but then everyone just looked at me like I had a problem. Or an ick on my head. One of the two. Like, there was something going on there.
Which makes sense, really, when you think about it.
Yeah, I guess. Shout out Moses one time.
All right, Dexter. Up on top of the box, going to cover Vexite leading in. We're getting down to crunch time, boys.
Yeah. Crunch wrap into this B site. Got the chopped lettuce. Inns is bringing that.
Oh, Team Molly.
Okay, they have mollied him out. Vexite can't take that space as a result. Still, it looks like they want to go fight for long.
Uh-oh.
Vexite with the aggro. Team flashed.
Really want to fight.
I mean, Vexite at least knows their util's good, and look at him still battling through all the obstacles that FlyQuest put in his way.
Playing this round 1v9, and he's coming out on top.
Well, Mr. G.
What you got? What would you say to him right now? He's your best friend all of a sudden.
Jason, that sounded very, I don't know.
Yeah, you sounded kind of
condescending.
jealous.
Like sad, really. That's all right, though, because I uncovered another thing happened here the other day, and I had to talk with Freya about this.
Oh, yeah?
Because, you know, I'm sitting there and watching the broadcast, doing my due diligence.
Uh-huh.
And as far as I was understanding, Freya was my duo partner. But now, little Moses has snaked his way in again.
Look.
Home wrecker Moses.
Freya came to me and said, what do we call ourselves as a duo? And, you know, I'm not one to say no.
Yeah, no joke.
So, I think you need to have a conversation with her, Trace.
I think...
What was your duo name?
We didn't come up with one. We were saying we were going to let Twitch chat do it.
Oh, well, that's...
What would Freya and Jason's duo name be? This will be a good question.
Yeah, I cannot imagine this could go off the rails in any way.
This will go really well.
Well, luckily, Chrissy would like to know where the audio-only listener meme comes from. And it's not a meme. These are hard-working individuals who just don't have the opportunity to look at the screen.
There's been a valid point raised that people watch the streams a lot while they're at work or the gym or gardening or with the family, or maybe it's on in the TV while they're making a dinner. I don't judge. There's a lot of different scenarios where maybe you're not watching.
Kinds of audio only.
And so some people are only listening to the audio. Some people are watching on Facebook Watch with no cast or audio. But we're trying to accommodate the audio listeners as opposed to the visual watchers.
Yeah.
That's Dexter with the opening for the audio-only listeners. 5-on-4, FlyQuest have full control over the B site, and with the bomb down, only pistols in this round for TYLOO. FlyQuest, from being 8-4 down, by the way, after a 4-0 start, looking to bring this one into the lead. Move into pole position on the T side of Ancient, the map pick of TYLOO. And they're going to get there swimmingly. They deal with these pistols nice and easy. Dexter, the only casualty in the round. I think I've painted a good enough picture here. As the save comes in for the remaining two on TYLOO. Attacker and Mosaic try to save an MP9 and a 5.7. A bit of smokes and util in with it. armor as well, but attack is not able to do so. And so in the end, only Mosaic survives. FlyQuest now move up into the lead.
Do you think we could do like a little scientific experiment? Like what if we just ask for show of hands in the Twitch chat, how many audio only listeners do we have at this very moment?
Well, maybe they can't type, Jason.
Can't type, they're trying to hide from the boss.
They're hiding their phone.
Well, find a second to put an emoji in the chat.
Well, what emoji?
Throw a little glorp in there, I guess.
What's a glorp look like?
What?
It's a green cat.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Where have you been for the last 4 days?
No, I've heard
you
all about
ridiculous?
glorp. I just haven't seen what glorp looks like.
Bro, that's like fried my brain.
Audio only listeners, give us a glorp.
Glorp.
Miss glorp.
Yeah, nice glorp in the chat. Hey, speaking of which, from the mailbag, hate watching my countrymen. That's the title of the email. Now, the email says, should I be ashamed for hate watching FlyQuest? It's because I want them to do better. Also, your Australian accents are terrible. Regards, not Lee.
Not Lee. That's a good way to sign off.
That's a beautiful sign off.
Yeah.
We don't mess with no one. That ain't named
Fine.
Lee.
Harry is hate watching too.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, there's like a trillion glorps. Chad put a glorp. There's a lot of audio-only listeners. Right now, they're listening to the sweet sounds of FlyQuest, trying to move into double digits, but G's AWP, in combination with Attacker finding a lurk out through mid, this has put FlyQuest in a bit of a weird spot. They were sitting 4 on 3, but with the bomb planted,
Reset.
they lose 2. They play the 2v3, they fan out, and Regali right now goes looking for fights over on the lane, but they sneak past him. Jamyoung deals with Regali. It's only Vexite in a 1v3. This was a round where FlyQuest held all the cards. They had the advantage. They had this B site, and it goes against them. TYLOO pull up, and they tie this game up at 9-all.
A great call for TYLOO. They get Molly smoked at CT. A lot of teams would have waited there or gone through. They full reset because they already had lane control from Heaven. They go all the way around. Regali switches off of his gun. I don't know, a misclick. What happened? No idea. He's jumping around looking silly, and TYLOO punished him. He needed 1 kill there at least. And now TYLOO leveled it up. Look at this. What happened?
Yeah, that was weird. That was very weird.
Misclick.
Didn't expect it. Switches over.
And 9-all.
Much needed round, but I don't think TYLOO's really solved any of their problems. They still haven't been able to hold on to this B bomb site. Dexter's just calling B hits over and over again. He's finally switched it up now that they've lost a round, but I mean, he was just strolling into the B bomb site with no issues.
We reach a key point in the game, though.
You're dead, Jamyoung, surely.
Money starts to get real tight for both squads.
Wow.
Early on, FlyQuest try and go for lane and mid fights, and they find success in both of them. They deal with Mercury over on the lane. They find Attacker over in mid. Jamyoung, who is pushed up on an island, has to get out of there. He's currently left alone as the only TYLOO player in middle. This is FlyQuest trying to take the lead. And Jamyoung actually stays around in mid, smoking Heaven. Elbow smoke down as well.
He's got to fall back now. There's no good timing. There's no good follow-up play to make after this. So, yeah.
Stack a site. You
Well, back into Donut and either... Okay, they're going to stack the bomb site. I was going to say, you go into Donut and tell G to rotate over to the B bomb site with the AWP, but...
Feels like B. It's always going to feel like B, but... At least they can save now.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, shout out Banjo in the Twitch chat.
Banjo.
He said, what's your name? Glorp. Glorp, mate. What's it like being the best esports emote in the world? If you're not glorping, you're not living. Let's go, the Glorps.
Oh, God, they're running into the stack.
They are going right into the stack, into the 3-man hold. 2 kills out of Jamyoung. And that is going to give them a moment of pause. FlyQuest try and change their mind. There's very little time left in this round as they accelerate away from the 3-man A-lean. They go into the empty B site. There's just enough time to get this bomb planted.
Does it pull TYLOO into the retake? Are they going to commit to it?
Well, they're about to lose it. Dexter with a huge kill in red. Great call for FlyQuest, pulling back after realizing the B player was there in Donut.
Well, back to the mailbag we go. William Defoe, or DeHolm, Defoe, my bad, a little bit of not that, has sent in an email here. I'm struggling right now because I'm Australian, but also love TYLOO. The picturing thing in your heads is called aphantasia.
That's the one. That is the one. Yo, thank you.
I definitely Googled it before I said it just to make sure I didn't want to.
Yeah. spread misinformation.
Like, I've seen the movie Fantasia. All right, I get it.
It's pretty good.
It's kind of like that, right?
It's a lot like that, I think.
Nice.
It's a very risky rotate in a 3v2 with 20 seconds, but it was the perfect call for FlyQuest, knowing that even if TYLOO had players on B, that they would probably be moving back to A after that kill on Jam Young. And so FlyQuest able to survive on this T side right now, pulling back an 8-4 lead, resetting TYLOO after their first round win. If TYLOO don't win this round, FlyQuest surely take the map.
Feels like it. Improvised elbow smoke is a little bit sketchy. And they're just leaving Jam Young down at the bottom of mid again. He's all on his lonesome.
Yeah, this round has started off very, very slow compared to the others. I'm trying to do the audio only like breakdown at the start, right? Right now it's FlyQuest in a bit of a default. They have Vexite taking lane control. But where things do get interesting there is TYLOO have pushed Jam Young all the way out through middle. He's currently in heaven playing a double setup alongside Mercury. They plan on fighting and clearing the lane a little bit later. Dexter is floating around with the bomb while the rest of the gang are defaulting over towards A. And so eventually, Vexite will have to fight over here in lane. Jam Young, double kill from the heavens. Vexite finally plays his hand. Mercury with an awkward missed jump. Now things start to heat up, but in comes these rotates. Cheese Orp cuts down the lane control. Regali's left as the last man all the way over at elbow. 1v2 as he deals with a push in through A. The other two both lane for TYLOO.
Wait, didn't he just make a footstep on the box? Why is G not here? G thought, I think maybe there were 2 players alive still at that point. He's come back now with the AWP and perfect shot. Well done, and it's all tied up.
That's my boy G.
What a crunch for TYLOO. I can't believe Jam Young's on his own right there. I guess he's like anti. He misses those flashes mid because FlyQuest flash mid for sure. And he turned back in. He gets 2 kills elbow. He pushes with his team, ramp and cave. They crunch lane. And that's when FlyQuest were playing retake lane. They've actually had this set up a few times. It's been really, really good. They've been Regali's late flashing them into B lane. Doesn't matter this time. TYLOO just have the numbers. The manpower overwhelms.
Yeah, bringing up G for backup off that push as well is really nice. Yeah, actually, that's a pretty critical kill. His teammate Jam Young was about to go down, tucked against the wall. Final timeout called by FlyQuest at 10-10. They buy up into their economy. They've eaten away a lot of the money that they'd had built up, so pretty critical round for the T-side economy.
We got an answer, Jason.
What's that?
Beauty and the Bald.
Beauty and the Bald. Yeah, that's the low-hanging fruit.
But Freya has hair. I don't get it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, Jason.
I needed that today.
On with you guys, man. I also got this one from Eric Du. You can read that one on your own time, Jason.
This is the money round. This is what it's all for.
Ooh, Vexite creeping in. Isaiah over at long. Needs to try and stop this. In the rounds where Vexite gets a lot of room, he'll always play for this long control, and he's so proficient at just shooting them in the back. Aggression comes through. Him and Liaz both with kills apiece.
This B defense has just been a sieve this whole half.
That being said, yes, it has. But also just the timings. I feel FlyQuest has hit the perfect timings so they get past both players who are late to their positions. And FlyQuest just walk on in.
It's just, I mean, it's just so early in the round, though, for Vexite to be able to walk into the B-bomb site with no smoke, no molly on ramp, no flashbangs, nobody contesting anything. He got a lot of space to work with, which is a little crazy. A little bit crazy. 11-10 now.
If it ain't broke, Trace, don't fix it.
Somebody said that once, and it just really kind of stuck with me. It's kind of like the idea that there are no thieves in the world. There was just one thief in the world, and everyone else just trying to get their stuff back.
I found Hugo's ult in Twitch chat. Someone typed, how do you type out the green cat emoji?
That's a good bit. That's a good bit.
Oh, let's go.
Oh.
The Globe Cultural Revolution. It's great. FlyQuest, though, up in the lead now. 11-10. Timeout called in. The B defense has been problematic for TYLOO.
Non-existent. 11-10. Timeout called in. The B defense has been problematic for TYLOO. Non-existent. 11-10. Timeout called in. The B defense has been problematic for TYLOO. 11-10. Timeout called in. The B defense has been problematic for TYLOO. They've been winning retake, sure, but
the most success they had on the B defense was the push that they just had 2 rounds ago.
took 4 players.
Yeah, when they've actually tried to just play the bomb site, it's been a mess.
What do we do, Jason?
Well,
How do we stop this B hit?
get a 3rd player over there. Get an absolute 3rd player over there. Get 3 rifles. You can go for that push early if you want. Make it feel like a push so they don't want to actually just aggress super early on. Give yourself some time to work with. Throw that deep double door smoke, little bit of utility.
Yeah, people wonder why we do the audio listener, or audio-only listener, right? And here's an email from Xander. Not only do I listen audio-only, but I often listen with my partner, who is 100% blind and has only ever followed CS by audio.
Yo!
Okay.
That's impressive.
That's awesome.
This round's for her. 11-10, or him. That's Jam Young pushing down middle to take down Inns. There is an elbow smoke immediately there. Dexter with the headshot. And all of a sudden, he's going to step through the smoke, but spammed down by Mercury playing in Jaguar over towards Temple. G with the AWP. Drills Vexite straight in the chest.
4v2.
Center mass. And now he's holding for 2 more players encroaching into the A-bomb site.
Okay, it's got to be a retake here for TYLOO. They're giving up the bomb site. 4v2. FlyQuest have some space. They have the bomb. They're still scared of this orb. That molly will give them staging into this site. Getting around the corner is difficult, but Regali makes it. Plant needs to come in here. They've got no donut control. FlyQuest go for the push. Are they going to leave? This would be a crazy call to make. They have no space on the map right now. And FlyQuest, they want to go searching. They know they're surrounded. Looking towards middle. TYLOO starting to realize this could be going on. Attacker, an information play. Will he go further? He sits in red. He has their cross back to B covered. FlyQuest might just jump into their own death in this round. 4v2. And Attacker, he re-peaks, he's punished. FlyQuest with a chance at this B bomb site. It's been so weak, Jason.
Yeah, but they should be fine. Playing retake, I'm surprised everyone's kind of getting lured towards Red Room. They've completely shifted. Mosea has gone all the way back, so it's only actually Mercury at this site. So Liaz and Regali have room to work with as they step forward. Liaz now encroaching towards half wall.
He's got it.
Mercury, Regali's going to peek from cave and now pushing up, and he's falling back, not aware of the possibility, and Liaz has opened it up again.
Oh, it's a disaster for TYLOO. 10 seconds. Can they actually stop this plant? They're going to try push in. Rush together. Cover is great. Liaz with a 3rd kill in this 2v4, and FlyQuest are pulling this back for map point on TYLOO's pick. G's going to have to come up with the 1v2.
I mean, this round meant everything to TYLOO. This would have been their way back into the game. Instead, it's FlyQuest looking to pull back. A 2v4, last-minute change of direction. TYLOO, that is a punch in the gut that round goes against. And this B site has been nothing but problems for TYLOO, and that keeps up. FlyQuest now have 2 chances to get this game over the line. The money of TYLOO broken. This map could end up proving to be a bit of a metaphor for TYLOO's whole run in the Pro League. So close, but unable to get it over the line. They started off their run in stage 1, 2-0. And now down at 2-2 in an all-or-nothing matchup. Having a round like that go against them hurts so much. Someone's got to step up. Someone's got to be the hero. Jam Young.
Somebody's got to step up.
Trying to get aggressive. Dexter all the way up the ramp side. Leads the charge into this B site. Vexite here alongside him. Whittled down through this smoke. Vexite has been the one opening up these B plays time and time again. And he's been able to elude capture for now.
How is he here?
Vexite can't reel in a second. And so TYLOO just might have kept themselves in this game for 1 more round. It's overtime or bust for TYLOO.
That's the TYLOO I want to see. The TYLOO who don't give a damn. The TYLOO who come running at you. They've got the better aim. That much has been proven so far in this run. And they play very loose in that round. They take every fight. They re-push. That previous round giving a lot of respect to FlyQuest, getting caught off on some timings. And I've got to say, the T mid-rounding for FlyQuest, not necessarily all Dexter. It could be the players alive in these 2vx's. Has been so nice to see. Been rotating out of 1 bomb sites, multiple rounds to backstab TYLOO. We're going to have a B rush in the final round.
I mean, this is the perfect way for it to end, right? This B site has been the problem bomb site for TYLOO. They have to hold on to this versus the Pistols. Liaz and Vexite open up, and it's the fast flying kind of Jam Young. That can make all the difference. An X Factor maybe as he's doubled up. It's eyes on Liaz.
follow-up like I ran.
Clutch, and another player through the back line. TYLOO drag us into OT.
You're my boy, G.
Unbelievable. Thank you, Trace.
Well, it's like you're my boy, Blue, but yeah. Anyway, dear casters, I've stopped playing CS after Cash was removed. Now I play Valorant and I love it. But if Cash comes back, I'm committed to play only Cash for weeks on end. I love Cash. Effing Pone is my king.
And
Now,
that's from Shroud.
yeah, I think that was from Michael Zeshek. Shroud, thanks for tuning in. I think that's what Insanity sounds like, actually. I only play Cash.
This is a game that feels like it deserves overtime. We're going to give it to you. Some brawling out middle. We've not really seen the Heaven Cross for FlyQuest, so it completely catches TYLOO off guard as multiple players split mid through smokes.
Yeah, they did not expect that at all.
Jamyoung's just been free to sit even bottom mid behind the elbow smoke and been unpunished, so finally going to get taken down. 25 and 17 on Jamyoung. Liaz maybe at the bottom of the board for his team, but he has had excellent impact in finding that 12th round for FlyQuest.
Well,
Mosey has been at the forefront of the entries on this B site. He's got 2 kills to his name.
They need to get their play. They need both to be playing together right now. Like, you're not winning this round with both your players split in essentially a 1v4, especially in these positions. Like, Mosey is committed. He can go nowhere. He's going to go 1-for-1 more than likely is the best he can probably do. There's the first and traded, and now the op is just no chance to get involved in anything. So 13 for FlyQuest.
Yeah, they take the first of OT. I mean, I think TYLOO will have to adjust to some of these pacier rounds, right? You're no longer playing within the kind of restrictions of regulation. Things get a little wilder when we hit OT. That was a nice pace change out of FlyQuest.
Well, they also have the advantage of they know that they've basically shown TYLOO that they can take the B bomb site whenever they want it, right? So like they can lean on that. So
yeah, they know they've got them all jittery and nervous.
TYLOO's like, okay, what are we gonna do to support B? And they're like, no, we're just actually gonna just walk out mid. We're gonna walk through the heaven smoke that you'll never expect that will destroy you there. It's a perfect round. So Dexter gets some freedom in his calling due to the success early on.
People are typing Gym time. Oh, Twitch chat's funny, man. You guys are killing it.
There are some geniuses in there.
Some geniuses.
Nice.
No problem. Sometimes you got to read between the words. You know, like they always say.
FlyQuest playing with pace in overtime. They've got their confidence right back.
No.
And Inns runs again through the mid smoke. It's solo mid for Jamyoung.
Dude, it's clear that Jamyoung is feeling a lot of pressure to try be involved in these early fights, but it's not working at the minute.
They're in, and he shoots the wrong player. Regali was holding him. Mosey may take one, but the B site has fallen, Jason.
Yeah, he was getting spammed as well. Had to make a decision. Oh, Mercury, the step out. Oh, that could have been cool. Could have slowed things down. But Attacker is pinned back along the wall with his teammate. That's G with the op. So a little bit of utility is going to come out. They'll try and punish Regali at the default plant spot. Flashbang as well. And a swing from Liaz. So 3v1 and FlyQuest in overtime taking firm control of the map.
Back-to-back T-side rounds on this comeback half of FlyQuest. They were down 8-4. But both pistols in the pocket. Some excellent entry work for Vexite. Inns comes through with a pick this time. And while they won't pry this AWP out of G's hands, it's yet to have impact in overtime.
Okay, imagine a CS team with Lee mate, G mate, John G mate,
Mac mate.
Hallie is the coach.
Ali.
We need one more Lee. Alistair, Ali.
Alistair.
There's the team.
That's good.
There's a lot of AWPers.
It's a strong team.
It's kind of the Astralis of Lees.
The GOAT lead lineup.
Goat Lee, that would be the name.
The GOAT leads?
The Goat Lees. It sounds kind of cool.
Oh, what a
Fast A play, fast A play, A-pop, A-pop, A-pop.
Oh, they're toying with their emotions.
Smoke the molly and they're out. Lias only takes 60 damage from full running a CT molly. It's busted right now. And this site cracked wide open. 4v5 retake, call it 3 as they break the smoke and pick G. That all continues to be a non-factor in overtime. Even the smoke spam doesn't stop the plant. 4v3, Jason. This one's looking done.
Oh, yeah, they have the smokes. They've got 3 smokes remaining and they have 2 kits, so they can make this work. That's a nice kill from Jamyoung. He's doing God's work for them. 26 kills. Regali adds 1 more on top, and securing Temple is a massive piece of real estate, and now it's all done. It's all over. 15-12. We're going to switch sides. 1 more round for FlyQuest, and they take the opening map in this series.
3 rounds straight of T-side overtime. What a turnaround for FlyQuest. What are you laughing at?
The chat now putting Lee in different team names. Astralis, Team Liquid. Vitalitly. What else?
Lean Vision.
Lee Vision.
Lee Vision.
FlyQuest, obviously we did that one. TYLOO.
Complexity.
Complexitly.
Flamiga.
LSM.
LSM.
Just suggested. What else? What else we got, Twitch chat? Keep cooking.
Level Geniuses.
Because right now,
That's nice.
FlyQuest are hearing all the support from Lee, mate, and from you folks at home, and they are riding that high. Yeah. Lee has powered them up. The boys are going. TYLOO, meanwhile, on the back foot in the GV Lee matchup. A modern day HVH. TYLOO now need 3 rounds for a double overtime affair.
If you're not here, you're not leaving.
Yeah, the boys.
What is that smoke? Someone explain that to me. Is that to put out the molly so Regali can AWP? What a brainy play. Not seen that one before. Regali's now sits in the cubby. They molly, but he moves.
Well, you better get some production if you use a smoke on that, right? That is designed to get Regali involved in the action.
He moved out of the corner, Jason.
I know, it's a little crazy.
He smoked it.
It's a little crazy. It's all right, it's 5 on 4. Oh, make it 5 on 3. Good job from Inns, and he's done great damage.
It's got to be Jamyoung. It's got to be the hero of this game. Otherwise, it's FlyQuest from A4 down with 4 straight in overtime to do it flawlessly, to take TYLOO's map pick. Jamyoung, it would have to be a 1v5 for the ages, for the aces.
For the Lees.
I mean, dude, this guy's been having a great tournament, but expecting him to 1v5 ace clutch to keep TYLOO in this game is wishful thinking. Jamyoung, this is the real limit test. Nearly 30 kills deep in this match so far. As he finds 1 more, the trade comes through. The clutch denied of FlyQuest in overtime. Run away with TYLOO's map pick.
Blimey.
Wants the chicken once, huh?
And get ready for the recommendation.
Yeah, and get right. Well, let's see who gets the series, Hugo.
Right now, Harry, on map 2, it's TYLOO on the T side.
Everyone's here.
Oh my god.
10 players.
5v5 for A control.
We love an A stack. It's so classic. We've got flashes ready, but Vexite falls first. TYLOO pop in. Vexite dead. Dexter pops them back. Everyone's blind right now. Stuck in the corner, crouched down. Still TYLOO overwhelmed everyone. My god. 3 kills from Attacker.
Bit of a wild way for this one to start. You know, let's talk TYLOO a little bit, man, because they came in to stage 1. We weren't really sure what the expectations were with changes for TYLOO. But coming in here, very impressive win over Eternal Fire. They sit 2-0 up. They have 3 chances to try and make it into stage 2, and now they're at their final chance. They lost the following 2 games.
I think it's not talked about enough about TYLOO. You know, they sort of made this Chinese super team in the summer leading up to the Shanghai Major, with the goal of obviously qualifying, doing really well. They didn't even make the RMR in China, losing to the hands of Rare Atom. I believe in that one, you know, G, Starry going over to TYLOO from Lin Vision, like really trying to accrue the most talent available in the Chinese scene. You know, Starry goes back to Lin Vision after all of that happens. So TYLOO sort of left, I think, was it Jamyang who sort of like low-key wants to go to Valorant,
yeah,
and then it's like, well, actually there's nothing there for me, so I guess I'll have to play CS now. So an awkward couple of months for TYLOO, and being able to, you know, qualify for Pro League first, and now be in a position where they're one game away from making it into stage 2. It's going to be some good news after what was a very turbulent period for the most recognizable name, I feel like, in Chinese CS.
Yeah, and we actually, you know, we had this core of players even attend a Pro League, right? And look pretty decent. It was with Advent and Kaze under Cyclone, and I feel like they got a couple of upsets. Some close games against Na'Vi, and a win over M80. That was really, and Imperial. So nothing crazy, but they look pretty decent there for, you know, an Augurless team at the time.
I think the thing that's going to hurt as well, though, is, you know, you go 2-0 up, you beat the #1 ranked team from the self-seeded stage 1, you're feeling almost invincible. Then you play that Game Allegiant game. If you remember, that ended 13-11 on Inferno. You were but rounds away. Now in the last game, the do-or-die matchup, overtime in map 1, TYLOO, they don't want to feel like multiple times over. They were but rounds away from progressing into that next stage. So this T side has to be really good. They have to win out the T half. They have to win it out hard. I'm looking for like 8 rounds on this T half for TYLOO.
Well, they got 8 rounds on the CT side of Ancient. It's still, or rather the T side of Ancient, and it still wasn't enough. That being said, you are completely right, Harry. Holding on to this post-bomb right now. Everyone's stuck in the site, waiting for this flank to come through. Nice clears for TYLOO. They drop in. Oh, sorry, FlyQuest double kill. Holding this shot, Mosier with a kill, and Liaz, no time for this round. Surely gives the frag, but no kit. This one is TYLOO's.
That peak feels crazy from Mosier if he did have a kit.
On it, I guess. He could already be on it.
But it's all well and good. TYLOO keep it.
All is well that ends well.
Yeah.
Is where I was going with that one.
All is hell. That holds this.
Englando.
Oh, this is nice for TYLOO. Winning that first rifle round is on the T side, especially when you've won the pistol. It hits so hard. Like, pistols are where CTs can find like half of the rounds they need in the game. You've already managed that. Now you've upset them early in the first rifle round, putting them back on pistols again. This is like a dream opening right now for TYLOO on Anubis.
A lot of early gambles. From FlyQuest, you could see in the pistol, it was a 5-man A stack. Now in this round with 1 saved gun. Ooh.
Lol.
Watch out for the smoke push.
So annoying. Good cover, though. Ooh, break. And a trade.
Making it interesting, FlyQuest, considering what they went into this round with.
Peek middle denied. And they can just group and trade out here. They know the M4's in con right now, so TYLOO looking towards A. He has this creeping a rotation.
Maybe a little bit overzealous from Regali. It's a 3v3. Liaz is still alive with the M4. Trying to make something happen. Doesn't work out.
Oh, one could have gone far, but none will leave you lacking. TYLOO. Business. Business is booming.
Also feels like for the first time, the coach of a Chinese team is actually someone who played recently on a pro level.
Yeah.
Like, feels like sometimes the coaches are maybe, you know, have coaches, have managers, A lot of it is lying on just the captain of the team.
And a player who's actually been to played at a high level, been part of some of the bigger upsets in the past from Asian teams, been to majors. Oh my god, okay. Just walk the smoke. What could go wrong?
Well, he just died to it, so he's like, hey, actually, this
Might work.
might be a really good play. Let me try this. Oh, wait.
The molly does nothing, man. It's so bad. Like, he just ran through it late for 18 damage. But they are going for the B hit. 3 strong. Re-smoke. Oof. Curious ins. Not ready for another.
Ah, Mercury just missed that timing to trade. Still has this advanced positioning, and on the back of hearing the reload, Mercury decides, hell, why not? I'll take the fight.
And the site.
Golly smoke break, but didn't see anything. Could have tried his hand at the wall bang, but decided not to fire off that AWP. And so now 3 on 4.
We're all going B main.
You desperately need this flank from Dexter to come through with something. 3 players back in B main. Dexter, does he want to play first or play later? Feels like first. His teammates aren't moving. Gets the info on 2 out in main. They still don't know where the G AWP resides. They know that Mercury's floating around main side. Smoke on the bomb. They hear the AWP fire off. That's all the info for FlyQuest. Nade on that smoke is big, though. Double nades rain in. It's a lot of damage, and G's going to clean up. TYLOO keep this T side flawless.
As soon as I killed Dexter on the flank, I saw the 2 nades, and I was like, there's no way you can win this round, right? Unless FlyQuest push main and get kills quickly. Those nades on smokes are going to be a problem.
Have to be careful just sometimes, Harry. If they have a kit, then you don't pull out the nade immediately. Right? You might not break it in time. Someone found that out last night in our games.
Oh, that was such a good moment.
Some miscalculations can happen if you're not really focused.
It's all good. I think everyone had their lapses in focus in those games last night. We don't need to think about the train sight hold from me. And I won't ever bring up the clutch. The failed clutch.
Difference is we won Inferno and lost trains.
True. True.
Good start for TYLOO though. Hitting the ground running. Don't seem to be phased by the overtime loss on their own map pick. 5-0 up on Anubis. T-sided map, yes. So can't get complacent. Keep it up.
Proud of you.
Oh, I like
Running
it.
And the pathing of behind the molly lets him peek all the way. The aggro denied on the jiggle. Takes it. How's he gotten here? There's so many players looking at stairs.
Was that a oh, what's the name? Like the old like H3 intro, keep it up, proud of you reference.
I said it, but I didn't know what I was referencing.
I was gonna say that's a wild.
That guy fell over. I would not have done that on purpose
no.
if I was referencing him. It could be deep in my subconscious, yes. But that guy...
We don't want to go there for the sake of everyone watching this broadcast.
That guy sucks, though.
5 on 3 for TYLOO. They're gonna start to walk over towards main. They are going into the stack. But FlyQuest have actually just abandoned the A lean and started to clear out middle. So timing on this is all right for TYLOO. Fast rotates available, sure, but it's only these pistols, really, nothing to worry about.
I think there's a big difference between a 5v4 and a 5v3, how you handle it, right? They're also considering they're on a half buy. And this round, as they mop up the remaining kills, you know, it's fine to go in a side 5v3 if you have good utility to do a full execute, because where are they going to stand if they're stacked in the site? You know, you'll molly them out of position and then you'll flash them and you'll get the trade kills. Problem is when people in 5v3s get too spread out and then give one you already have a 2-man advantage. How bigger of an advantage do you need? You know, you don't need to overthink it. Like when you have a 2-man advantage, the most important thing is to sort of make sure all your ducks are in a row group up, you can execute, it's fine, don't worry about it. As long as it's not like you have a quick flank going against you and 2 guys inside, but that's about good timing.
Oh, G's getting pushed. Early aggression out dark. Jam Young playing the window drop down, falls into this. In doing so, though, Dexter maybe has a bit more room to try and maneuver through middle. No, it's being covered by Attacker. Good awareness of the potential responses at a FlyQuest there, having that layered approach in mid as Jam Young kind of beckons them for the push. 4v3 now. Dark control taken, grouping over towards main, and this push through the smoke. Liaz will have his work cut out for him. 2 players on the other side. Good for the first one, but he's not ready for Mercury later with this bomb. Moving out main, FlyQuest. Bring both players over. Excite, double up, and it's all left onto Mercury. They know where he is.
His teammate was pulling nades right there. They weren't ready to trade that swing. That just a few seconds slower on that play could have allowed a 1-for-1, given Mercury space. Instead, he gets smoked off, naded, forced out. Still going B here is not going to go well for him. Both players planted in position. Could hard clear this corner, but the swing is ready to go. Nope. Not to be. FlyQuest get there first. It's a recoverable half, that is for sure.
Had 50 seconds left as well, you know, didn't need to go B straight away after they got the kill on Liaz. And I was going to say, you know, FlyQuest just maybe a little bit too reckless in some situations, right? Maybe there's some miscommunication going on. We had the round where Rins killed 1 player in Con, right? Didn't really expect the second player. Same thing for Liaz here. But luckily they're able to salvage this one, put themselves on the board. And the money for TYLOO isn't great. I mean, considering they won 6 in a row, haven't been the cleanest of rounds. So if they lose this one without planting the bomb, might have to go on an eco, and then FlyQuest is truly back in it. This is where you call your best rounds, Harry. So let's see what it is for TYLOO.
Oh, flashes. To say late feels like an understatement. Contact on the first man in. Regali's even hanging around near this main smoke. And so he's able to spy that no one's crept up wide on the angle. The molly clears close as well. At this point, FlyQuest should be aware that TYLOO aren't actually in main yet. Reflash.
It's cool though.
There's a requirement to show FlyQuest that TYLOO do have main.
They leave it, hoping FlyQuest will repush. They almost did behind the smoke, and then the reflash, as you say. TYLOO want to catch FlyQuest, clearing that position. Instead, we have a gamble, and it's looking good right now. 3 players at B. High flash for the default player. TYLOO are committing here. Attack is lurking middle, yet to play. Push for FlyQuest, a team flash. That is awkward. Dexter full blind, could have had that kill as G turned. There's still more where that came from, but G is nailing his shots. The molly pushes Liaz out into the open. He is a dead man walking. 4v1, may as well save. Inz is still fighting. G legs him, and that should be the round. TYLOO 7-1.
Crazy round from G, having a turn from 2 flashbangs and picking up the... I mean, the Dexter one, don't get me wrong, it's helped out by the fact that Dexter is also full blind, but the second kill is wild.
Also, the flash sucked because not just because it hit Dexter, that's sometimes just, you know, you're peeking too early, you're looking the wrong way, but it also fell behind that red table, and so it didn't even get G. It didn't even sort of get G. Like, it would have flashed him. We saw it from his POV. Landed right here. Look at that. I guess it got 1 player, but yeah, G was fine.
Just bad flashes, really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flash for you, it's not gonna be good though. I'm gonna flash you, not flash them. Kind of the Harry Russell specialty. Yeah, that's why, you know, someone like there's always a set position. Like, you wanna flash, which guy do you want to be flashed? All right, I'll have a perfect flash for that guy, but that someone else might not be flashed. You need to tell me who you want blind, and they'll be blinded, and then you need to be careful of some other position nearby, because, you know, you can't blind all positions at the same time with just one flash, and that seemed to be maybe just a spur of the moment thing. Or a flash main for you. Bam.
I'm blind.
Actually, I'm blind, they're not. Yeah, well, it's not what I intended to do, but unfortunate. Now we're back on pistols.
Oh, that's a good flash. Liaz makes up for it.
That's a good shot.
Yes, even more so. 5v4, but can they do anything with it? TYLOO's still looking to isolate. Push ahead of the Molotov. Regardless, he's got to go. He's got to go all the way into middle. Con Molly pushes ins forward. Dexter hoping he does not get cleared here. Is he going to force this? They go for the check. Nice awareness from TYLOO. Liaz in trouble. And TYLOO stick the landing despite the Deeg opener.
Nice recovery.
Yeah, I think it would have been easy after going a man down to like have this round get weird and spiral a bit. They were kind of strung out as well. Vexite will fall, and so yeah, well contained there for TYLOO. I think it's super easy for those pistol rounds to get weird once you lose the opening pick. Maybe you slow down too much, but no, they're decisive in the call. They get the B split once they have the real estate in dark. It's nice, and considering we were pointing out some of the slowness in the follow-through from TYLOO's reactions in like the Gamer Legion game, for example, it's reassuring to see them with their head strapped on here for this T side of Anubis. You kind of need to have those fast reactions in this half.
Part of my worry, Harry, for FlyQuest is, as we learned last map, in marathons, if you start slow, you end slow. It goes wrong, you know? You have to start strong.
Come on, you butchered the quote.
No, I've nailed it, actually. You have to start strong, Harry. Because even if it goes bad in the middle, you're always going to finish strong.
Yeah.
But if you don't start strong, you don't win. That's what Dexter told me, at least. Are they in trouble? Maybe. 8-1. Not much to speak of for FlyQuest.
I think his wording was, if you start bad, it ends bad. But if you start strong, it can end better. Which is what made it such a empowering speech.
I feel empowered right now.
Ooh, fast A out of TYLOO. They want to commit to this. They have no one else anywhere on the map. All they have is this A pressure, and it might be more than that. Pressure's been dialed up by Jamyoung.
Whoa! They've just... Whoa. They've jammed all over their young, Harry.
Sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield.
Sometimes you're the pigeon, sometimes you're the statue.
Nice. Get shit on.
Thanks for the deduction, Hugo.
Here all day.
Flawless round, all 5 dead for FlyQuest.
Nice change of pace.
9-1 for TYLOO.
No cheering, no celebrating, no overdoing it for TYLOO. They're just trying to make this one quick. Get us all the way into a third.
I think, look, if you're FlyQuest, you have to just say, like, CT side can be really rough. We didn't win the pistol. That's usually where CTs can get some free rounds on the board. If they can find something here with this type of purchase, maybe there's still some hope for them. Like, 3-round CT side, okay, it's still going to be an uphill battle the entire time, but it's actually not impossible. And so let's see if they can hold on with this cobbled together investment. TYLOO go back to something slower. Looking like they want to try and take some mid space. They're doubled up here with a bit of a standard default going on across the rest of the map. Jamyoung made it past Dexter, but he's aware of that. Nades open the smoke, fights him on the SMG. I think it's about as good a play Dexter could have looked to make there.
That's insane he doesn't get away with that kill. He had all the info. But that noise of the nade hitting behind Jamyoung gives him a second to react, and he nails the headshot. 9 health. Mercury follows up in a dangerous off angle. Regali pushing in, being set up by that FAMAS afar. Oh my god. Gee, make up your mind, dude. Oh, a team dinks, another wall bang. Everyone's getting pressured right now. What's going on? Dan.
That is a truly weird sequence over in mid.
Stop shooting your team.
Oh.
That is a flash.
Down for attacker. Mosaic.
Don't take the kill yet. Stall it
all
out.
the way in
Stall it
heaven,
out.
and he is delaying. He is delaying.
Yes.
Mosaic, very smart.
Yes.
Very smart move. They didn't know it was the A play till it's already too late. That bomb is crossing in right now thanks to Mosaic delaying that shot. And so TYLOO is still within striking distance of dealing a very rough half to FlyQuest. If they can pull this one back, there might have been weirdness over in mid, but Mosaic's individual heroics have looked to bridge that gap and make up for it. Mosaic brings TYLOO into double digits. A heavy lead now on the T half.
All right, Harry, I know it's a tall task, right? Do you remember yesterday the game we did between TYLOO and MIBR?
Yes.
On Anubis?
Yes.
Right? So MIBR had a round where they flashed out B and pushed through the mid smoke at the same time. And Mosaic was outside A main just chilling. And we were talking about, this is where they're lacking. This is where you need to take space. Land was here.
Yes.
Right? What
And
does he do
did
now?
That. Oh, there's the link in.
There's the round win.
Yeah.
Thanks to Mosaic taking a risk, you know?
And having the initiative, decisiveness to actually make that play. That's what he was missing out on last time. Yanka, that's such a good, damn, that memory.
Callback.
All right, Jam Young walking it out through mid. FlyQuest have never been able to truly reel in this mid control. Last round, sure, they kind of did, but that was a weird one. And even then, it wasn't enough for them to take it. Let's see if Jam Young can keep cooking up success over here in middle. Flash over the doors. They're going to send in Dexter, who will get his revenge this time on the SMG. G is open in the meantime, and Attacker delivers that trade in middle. They even give G a second chance at even more. Bombs now drop down a link up with G as this B split is taking shape for TYLOO.
Cool sight smoke thrown from safety of Con, and the molly is going to force Liaz out of that position. He's going to go back up and play retake. We've got a kit on Regali. Coming in on the double flank in water. TYLOO take their positions quickly, but that's a fast shot for Regali. Finishing off on the planter. Attacker 1v3. Oh, he forces the kill. He takes two. Where's that nade come from? Not realizing Vexite's in the same position. Attacker forced into the fight. He'll take every single one. 4 kills, 11 rounds.
He attacks, he defends, he does it all, Harry.
this, do it like this, do it like this. Everybody know we gon' do it like this. Straight from the underground. Everybody know we gon' do it like this.
Welcome back to the Battle of the Pacific. We have TYLOO taking on FlyQuest. Map 2, Anubis. TYLOO 1 map down, losing their own map pick of Ancient. Coming back with a vengeance, 11-1 T-side. Does FlyQuest have anything left in the tank?
A lot of nice from TYLOO, not a lot of nice from FlyQuest. I actually think they had some cool moves, some good flash setups, but TYLOO just broke into every bomb site whenever they wanted it. Some very aggressive rounds, some great shots from Mazea and Jam Young. Attacker 17-3 for crying out loud. Can't stop this guy.
So people asking, what are the green things on their desk?
Glorps?
Those are glorps. Come on, we all know that.
Yeah.
Right, as you can tell, Dexter's having some hardware issues.
Laugh it off.
It happens to all of us as we get older.
He was locked at 69 FPS, apparently, for the entirety of this time.
It's a joke, though. Don't worry. That's not true. It's not true. You know what makes me laugh, Yanko? Maybe you'll. I don't know if you have any opinions on this. When people say like, I even saw some tweets recently after Epic LAN, like, oh man, I accidentally played all of LAN on 60 hertz. Oh, I've been playing on my monitor for 60 hertz for a year. It's like, how can you not tell? If you know what you can't go back. Once you've had 144, 240, 360, 600, once you've gone up, how do you go back to 60? It's horrible.
Once you go, you cannot go back. That is correct. It's the first time. Every time we come to a tournament, we have PCs in our rooms now, thankfully. First thing I do is change the hertz on the monitor.
I can't even use the desktop.
It's, you know, the eyes hurt.
Yeah.
That and turn off mouse acceleration.
Very
are always the two things.
And on your TVs, turn off motion smoothing or any of the other names it may operate under.
What?
Explain that to us.
Because it just looks horrible.
I believe you.
It tries to like artificially up the frame rate so that everything looks like it was shot on an iPhone. And by doing so, it creates like artifacts and weird things that didn't exist in the actual way the artist intended their art to be appreciated.
I bet you hate what they've done to Star Wars then.
Yeah. Yeah, for a multitude of reasons, actually.
Yeah. And visually, but also, yeah.
The power of one, the power of two, power of many. That's all the rounds that TYLOO have to their name. Many, many rounds. FlyQuest do just have the power of one.
But you'd never go back to 60 hertz, Harry, right? You would tell every time.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah.
You're not one of those
I think
guys.
we were still on that.
Okay, sorry. You didn't really comment, so.
What's your favorite Star Wars character, Harry?
Jar Jar Banks.
That's actually fire.
He's so hypey.
What else? Who else? Who's good? I mean, if you want the serious answer, I always liked like Django and Boba Fett. Both the bounty hunters.
Bounty hunters, the paid assassin.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're cool.
I like
Dad
that.
who raised his son to be an assassin. Cool. Yeah.
A clone of himself as well. It's a nice story. Who else was cool? Qui-Gon was pretty nice.
Qui-Gon was a baller.
Qui-Gon G.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, dead now, of course. I'm trying to think. There were a bunch of good characters in 1 through 6. Rey, obviously, pretty huge name.
Not in 1 through 6, but
No, she was in the others. I like that. I didn't like the new Star Wars.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy how people just regurgitate the same things. It's like, how many Death Stars can there be in one?
I know, bro, right? Like, you're telling me you're still shocked that they keep building the same thing?
There's always a fatal flaw.
Yeah. Okay, we finally patched up that hole anyone can fly through. But we have added, just to make up for it, some huge doors on an outer bunker on the planet that, like, anyone can get into. Oh, sick. Okay.
TYLOO is having such a great time against FlyQuest. G's taking a little nap.
Yeah. Me when the new Star Wars comes on. Me when I find out they're building a 4th Death Star.
Oh. It feels like this map is sort of part 7 of Star Wars, and the first map was Andor, the TV show.
Yeah, and now we're on the Book of Boba Fett map 2. Hugo, you a big Star Wars guy?
I've seen them.
All of them? Everything?
Not all
Star
the new
Wars?
ones, the originals.
Because they make like 20 things Star Wars a year.
I don't know. I'm like way behind. Like I haven't seen anything made in the last 20 years, Star Wars wise. Star Wars wise only.
Fair.
I don't know when they started.
Just the original
making new ones.
trilogy.
I
then.
just watched. I don't even know which ones I've watched. I know the classic ones. However many of them there are.
It's gonna get so much hate now from people.
Really?
Count
I thought people hate the
Respect-
Disney ones.
Respect Star Wars, man.
No, I like Star Wars. It's good.
You like Count Dooku?
Surely, or surely
You
not.
like your Dookus? Ooh. G's doing a bit.
G is doing a bit.
G's doing a joke.
Chat.
Oh, we're restarting the coach PC and it's taking forever. Sorry, everyone. They really need their coach in there for the 11-1 comeback. If it starts with a rousing speech.
You might not even get a timeout. Like, surely you... Okay, right, actually, Yankee will agree with me here. Surely after this, 11-1, after no talking, surely FlyQuest call attack after this, right? Is there any excuse
No,
to
he
not
had
call
the
attack?
halftime.
Okay,
So
that's true.
If he could talk in the halftime, maybe
he can.
he asked ESL to give him like, the ref to give him like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, just because it cut out, right? So he can get the final word in.
Okay, that's fair. I'll give you that.
One time I had my mic open for the whole game.
Did you abuse it?
No, actually it was during a blast tournament. We played Astralis. We beat them 16-2. I even complained about it to the ref. I said, I'm not muted. Like, he was like, ugh. Actually, Graham, as he also was the head referee at the time. So he went back, listened to our whole team speak to make sure I wasn't, abusing it or anything.
All right.
I wasn't. It was a little bit before the coaching bug, and all those cheaters.
Yeah.
So you stayed, on your best behavior. You wouldn't have abused that.
I didn't even know about it. I remember it was so crazy. Lord just tweeted and tagged 30 coaches, 40 coaches, hey guys, does this happen to anyone else? Have you guys seen this? What the hell is this? This is whack. Turns out actually,
Yeah.
a fair amount of people knew about it, were abusing it.
Yeah, but not you, Yanka.
Not me.
It's a man of integrity right there.
I had players who didn't even abuse the things that were in the game, the Kriegs and the Augs. I don't want to play this. This is for noobs. Sick. Meanwhile, let's lose to TYLOO, shall we?
Yeah.
Face it, Major. My first Major with MIBR. I played TYLOO in the first game.
Yeah.
Best of 1. Lost. 16-10, 16-12. Something like that. I don't remember. Jesus, sleep. No, he's not just doing a bit.
He's not doing it, man. He's actually gone.
I had 2 we made it through 3-2. The 2 losses were to TYLOO and to Astralis 16-0. That's 2.
16-0.
Still made top 4 in the end though, so see ya.
Oh, wait, yeah, you guys...
This is how I look when I fall asleep. My mouth's open, I'm drooling everywhere.
The aura farming is out of control. This is just a bit.
Yeah, this happens
This
too.
is a bit. He knows the camera's on him. He's
so good.
Yeah, but the camera's on him the whole time. Is he gonna do this for 20 minutes?
Oh yeah. He'll do it.
Surely you get bored of it eventually.
But this isn't aura farming. He's just trying to live, just trying to get through the game.
All right, G, sleep check. He's still sleeping,
Yeah,
still
he's having a
napping.
nap, yeah.
Yep. All right, show me Regali. Is he still looking locked in?
Finally, I can get rid of the resident sleeper moniker and we can put it on G.
Regali having a yawn.
Oh, Regali's
There was a
yawning.
yawn
Dexter's
there.
falling asleep too, slowly but surely.
They're jet lagged.
Nice.
Australia. No.
Okay, back to G. Let's check the... Oh, he's woken up. Big Daddy's woke up. Oh, dear. Not hitting the snooze button now. G means business. He's just had a power nap.
Have you got any more coach stories, Yanko? I was enjoying them. I know it's hard to just like, you know, pull something out of nowhere, but...
Oh, also mailbag shout out just quickly, EPL mailbag at efg.gg during this extended tech timeout. If anyone wants to send in anything fun or questions or whatever, do that. Oh, look what you did. You made G fall back asleep.
Yeah.
No one's sending in emails. Come on.
Guardian just retired. There was one tournament we were playing in the playoffs, obviously, and G Fuel was the sponsor, so he had some G Fuel, but didn't really, maybe had a little bit too much G Fuel and didn't really eat beforehand, and
You were telling
was kind of tweaking
Yeah.
in the game, you know, just like had some mad flicks, but I was a little bit worried for his heart. Managed out okay. That was the same tournament where, from which Trace hates my ass because he was stage hosting it, but it was this sort of a small venue in LA, right? Like not too many fans or anything like that. And we're doing the coin toss before the grand final to, you know, like who was team A, team B. And I'm just trolling him and he was holding it in his hand. I slapped it and it flew over somewhere behind the PCs. We couldn't do. He didn't have another coin because who has coins nowadays? And this is all live. You know, we're live on stream. And he's like, well, he's like, what do we do now? Doesn't know what to do. I'm just laughing, you know. It's crazy. We played.
That's probably the closest to breaking the rules and regulations you've ever come in your coaching career.
But it's crazy. I think it's also a good test. For example, we played Liquid in that final, and that was the Liquid that won the Grand Slam in 63 days. And it's interesting how much winning and confidence matters for a team. So we played Liquid there. We lost 2-0. It was pretty straightforward for them. But we played them. Like, let's say if that was maybe July or something like that, we played them in March at Blast Miami, and we played them in the grand final, and we 2-0'd them, like we owned them. It was like a Rain signature, Dust 2 CT side, 2 aces, 20 kills, won that tournament. And then, you know, just a couple of months later, they have a couple of wins. It's a completely different team. It's same players, you know, same lineup, same players, but they're having so much confidence. They're putting so much pressure on the map, taking control, everything. Like, it was crazy.
We actually got a question in the mailbag for you, Yanko.
Yes?
Who is the best player you've coached? Now, I'm going to put, can I put one extra thing on this?
I can't say Nick.
Can I say best player in terms of like, just skill and what you saw them putting in, but also the best to coach as in being very coachable, if that makes sense, right? Like, yeah. And putting in a lot of the work and stuff like that.
I think there's a couple of different guys in that sense. Rain is extremely coachable. I mean, Rain is just a coach's dream in the sense of the guy never complains, never whines. He's a great teammate. He never chokes, right? Like, he always plays kind of the same. He'll play his own game, no matter who the opponent is, what stage of the tournament it is, and he'll, you know, listen to your ideas. He'll try things that you suggest to him, and anything like that. He's also the guy, for me, has the kind of the best raw aim that I have seen. Followed closely also a little bit by Fur. I loved coaching Fur because he's similar, which is fun enough because we always used to talk about Fur and Rain on Overpass, how they do the same thing, or on Mirage, but they have similar personalities where Fur also didn't care. I mean, he was just in people's faces, being super aggressive, doing his own thing. Cold Zera and Fallen in terms of just understanding the game and sort of the mind games and being a step ahead of your opponents as well, was great to see. A lot of stubborn players, can tell you that. But
who was the hardest player to coach?
Oh, that's...
I mean, there were a lot of those players were hard to coach because they weren't used to necessarily to coaching or doing things differently than they're used to, like
sense.
Trying new things.
Did you ever you coached the MIBR that had Tarek and Sui on, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever like get coffee with Stewie? Do you ever go to like Starbucks? Or?
I had a couple of run-ins with Stewie as well, not necessarily for the stream, but this is the thing. I don't have a problem with conflict. Like for me, it's normal for that to happen in a competitive environment. I like it because then it shows you that they care. Yeah. And Stewie was a guy who is definitely motivated to win, right? And was putting in the work, but he would get in the zone. You know, like the Istanbul final that we played, it was also like really cool to see the understanding of the game and reading the opponent and all of that stuff. But it's some of them maybe next level, and all of those guys have matured since then. I mean, Nico was hard to coach when I first started coaching him. Like, he has his own way and can be definitely stubborn, but it's sort of slowly. I think players at the end always appreciate like you having knowledge and things working that you show them, right? And things making sense. Like if you want to try something and sort of explain kind of, okay, why you think it will be good and what you're trying to achieve, like, yeah, they're not going to be going out of their way to not try something. Like, they still want to win the game, but...
Here's a great question in the mailbag. This is from Timothy. And he says, you've discussed Star Wars. Do you guys know about the Stargate franchise? Now, it's a little-known fact, Timothy. I love Stargate. Now, I'm talking SG-1 and Atlantis, not Universe per se. But, oh, damn. Richard Dean Anderson kind of stole my heart. I watched Atlantis first, which was a bit of a grave error. Went back and rewatched SG-1. But SG-1, really good. Atlantis, great. I love Rodney McKay. I think he's fantastic. The relationship between him and John Shepard, phenomenal, hilarious. Let's listen to some team comms.
Let's keep just playing, guys. We just want to get in the game, feel it. If it goes to third, it is what it is. We just need to be resetting good, okay?
I agree. Let's just play the game.
we all like that. I mean, it's always the same conversation, right? If you're down big, not necessarily, you know, working on or thinking about winning the game, you want to just win a couple of rounds, get some momentum, so come into the third map, your players have at least some confidence going in.
Okay, guys, I got some good news.
I don't do Stargate, really.
No?
I've never seen. I know what it is, but I've never really seen it.
So
We're just a minute
good.
or two out from the game, by the way.
Recommend it so wholeheartedly.
I watched Battlestar Galactica last year or 2 years ago.
Did you like it?
It was alright. It's a little bit too old.
Yeah.
I know, but the story
I think
the story just gets a little bit too convoluted.
Dude, okay, the thing that's so good about Stargate is it's aged phenomenally, IMO, and also the like in-universe lore is very consistent, and like you can even figure out the answers to episodes based on like previous things.
Do you know about this TV show that has like 1 season or 2 or something like that that's similar to Stargate, similar to Battlestar Galactica, that's apparently like so sick but never...
Is it what, like new?
No, it's old. It's from that period. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, I love Stargate. I really want to watch it now. I actually have a whole song that I made about Stargate.
It's called Firefly.
Oh, I've heard about Firefly. It's
Great
14
show.
episodes.
It has what's his name in it?
It's smashing.
What's the name of that guy?
Nathan
Fillion.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion. Yes.
Fantastic show. 1 season.
I've heard really good things about Firefly, but I never watched it.
Watch it. You can watch it in like a couple of days.
Rush, have you watched Stargate yet? I've been trying to get you to watch it forever.
I watched Battlestar Galactica though. That was good. Enjoyed that.
What? So
It got a bit weird at the end.
Rush, you know Sabrina from Mouse, right?
Yes, of course.
You would trust her opinion on things.
Yes, I know she's a big fan as well.
She is a huge Stargate fan. She's been sending me there's a Stargate convention coming up soon, which sounds sick, actually. I would go to that.
Oh, you'd love that. Go there. Do they have the little portal?
Dude, if they have one of the Stargates, I would lose
Where would you
my
go?
mind. Where would I go?
Actually, you can go to...
I don't know. I'd want to see Abydos, or Abydos, however they pronounce it, which is one of the first planets. It's actually from the feature film. They go there.
Is it nice there? Sunny? Aliens?
Josh is coming in with a take. They changed what the Zat gun did. Did they? I swear it just always stunned.
This is your 30-second warning, folks. 30 seconds, I've been assured, till the game is back live.
Good news, everyone. Get the little green cat. That's what they called it earlier, right? Get the little green cat. Get the glorps ready. Load up those glorps. Fire the glorp guns. We're getting into this bad boy. Second half coming up. 11-1. TYLOO sporting a big old lead on the back of their T side. FlyQuest, this is their pick. They've only got 1 round.
What does it look like? This looks like we're coming back from halftime, you know, like this whole tech pause, it was actually something else was being played on stream, and we were just out here waffling. Hopefully not.
Wait, stream is live? I thought we were on a break.
Chat
Oh my
is
god,
real.
we're actually back. The time is counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're in this bitch. TYLOO taking on FlyQuest. There's only a handful of rounds left in this game if TYLOO have their way. On the back of an extended technical pause, though, have FlyQuest found inner peace. They're going to need it on this T side. Regali opens up with a blinder. Double kill on the P250. FlyQuest momentarily find themselves in a great spot. Let's see if TYLOO can change that.
They bail from the A main push. Liaz gets spotted. He's going to wait for his team. Don't want to throw a 5v3 at the scoreline. Meanwhile, TYLOO given time to group. This is a fake on the B bomb site that might work wonders, drawing the rotation out of A. Oh, I'm getting a bit worried right now. There's also a kit available. Another spot in middle. You can't lurk there anymore. They've got to go all in together from 5v3 to 3v3 into this site.
Moving in, Regali continues his great form in the pistol. 3rd kill of the round after that blinding double opener. Regali means business.
What's the flank doing? He was going to flank him in. He went back upstairs from Con to group with his mate. This is taking so much time. FlyQuest is now established in their post plants. Great position for Dexter. Comes down to that fade. As he
was on him. He knows.
Oh!
So sick.
So perfect.
Clean tap.
Should be good. He's got a kit. Can he force a kill? Can he do anything? Will he move? These are all questions. We need answers, Jam Young. We need them right now. And into a long out this game. Regali with a big 3K. Or maybe 4. Multiple kills taken by Regali. One, two.
Oof. That was clean. Yeah.
This one too. 3.
Well, FlyQuest will have an opportunity to get into this game at least a little bit. And Eco here should be pretty straightforward. You know, 1 or 2 gun rounds. Just feel the game a little bit. Although we have seen crazier things happen. Then a comeback on T side, Anubis.
Anubis.
Not to be confused with Apophis, who's a Stargate villain.
Not bad.
Do you know who Anubis is?
An Egyptian god, that much is for certain, but I don't know much about his whole deal. I probably should.
An Egyptian god of funerary practices and care of the dead.
There you go. Oh, but it's the living you got to watch out for in this round. Vexite. Not living for long. The rest of the gang were there to keep it all in check. So there's that 3-11, but that was a full eco for TYLOO. Now they come through with the big guns.
Smiles all around. Sun's out, guns out for TYLOO. Let's see how this first gun round goes.
Yeah, it's very, very slow off the rip. And, you know, TYLOO, they're not looking to make any plays either, not yet. They've left mid open. And so as FlyQuest clear this, they will be given this control for free. It's currently being held by Mosaic, just watching from the A side of the map. Jiggling with the smoke prime. They see that smoke and will hear it bloom over towards Temple, so they know that mid has players in it. They don't know numbers yet. They have established this triple A side lean, have TYLOO.
It's a cool grenade.
And that might leave them out of the action here. It feels like FlyQuest kind of team themselves up to lean back into this B site after having faked the mid control, putting pressure on from A main. Vexite gets away with Dark. Dexter's left to lurk in middle. There's still options open of FlyQuest to change this one in the heat of the moment. With Dexter striking, hearing players having rotated away. That bomb moves in to join him. Wow. Mosaic with an important spray down in mid. And TYLOO, they didn't need many rounds to get this game over the line to lock in a third map. But this would leave them with many chances if they find the first rifle round. It's just Ins left to put a stop to. 1 kill to his name already. Knows about Mercury back in the temple. Ins destroys TYLOO in the clutch. What a transfer. And FlyQuest are still in this game after all.
Oh my God, that is a despicable 1v3. Great mechanics on Ins. Showcasing them in a game that felt already lost. It's going to keep us rolling here after Messiah puts up a massive multi in middle. Ins just pre-sprays that second player. Okay. Okay.
A couple of really cool sequences there from Mosaic and then from Ins. Nice little 1v3 clutch. That's exactly what FlyQuest needs, no matter how Anubis goes, right?
Bit of hype.
Couple of feel-good rounds. Get back into the swing of things. And we were talking yesterday about it, you know, with the departure of Alistair, they lose some of that hype. They become a much more quiet team, and I know very few teams that play at a peak level when things are like that.
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, it's like credit to Dexter. You can tell, I think he's trying to be the guy, like, to reassure and come in with some nice words. We've heard him in all the timeouts, but I didn't think that's super, you know, who he is, and I think he's concentrating a lot on other things. I'd love to see if over time someone else for FlyQuest becomes that kind of hype man for the team. Yeah, there can't actually only be like one happy Australian, and it just happened to be the guy they kicked out the roster.
Don't know, you've been in RTS?
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, we have all the grumpy Aussies sitting
Commonwealth people.
Yeah. Basically just the old Vox roster in the team speak.
Literally.
How you doing, Juz? Oh, you know, man. It's going all right.
He's flying in today.
Is he?
Yeah, he plays for Liquid now, actually.
He's flying in.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, maybe he's not. Well, don't dox him, but yeah. I don't know if he's flying and he's arriving today. Maybe he's flying.
Don't dox him. I'm going to be like, that's strange because he only lives down the road at 285, you know, Stockholm Avenue. Like.
Stockholm Avenue. Of course. That would be a weird flight.
It's fine. He's not an IRL streamer. He'll be okay.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh, it's topical.
I didn't.
It's a bit on the nose.
Here we are. Regali boosted with the AWP over in middle. Oh, yeah, Regali. That's more like it.
Let's go, the boys. Sorry, I felt appropriate.
He put in the Lee back in Regali.
It's fine. Just don't wear any Speedos, Hugo. Or try to wrestle snakes.
Watch out. They're dangerous. So's Attacker. Oh, tapped out. Bro, we're seeing like sick form out of FlyQuest in this T side. Look, I don't want to buy in now, but buy low, sell high, right?
I guess that's how it works. I wouldn't know. Harry is more of a financial expert.
That is how it works.
Thank you.
Okay, they're crunching.
Hello.
This might still fall apart. Few pretty moments in here for FlyQuest, but once again, they're left a man down. It's Regali and Liaz. Now, they do have all of B, and no one from TYLOO is nearby to stop this. The longer they take, the more time to close this gap, and the more time gets lent to Mosaic on this wraparound as well. And that is the big threat right now for FlyQuest.
I'm not buying low now. This should not be winnable for FlyQuest. Like, the timing is so good on the flank, and they're getting baited in by this comp player. It's a good move from Mercury. His teammate gets picked, though. The orb could force the kill. They need the backstab now. There it is.
Oh,
dear.
no!
There's still time to buy.
God!
It's on sale. 8 seconds.
Regali's here to save him.
8 seconds. 6, 5. Regali. Oh, he's holding the shot. He is holding the shot very well. The bomb has been planted. Mosiah gets his kill.
1 HP! 1 HP, but a missed shot from Regali.
Wow.
Pistol pulled, and a 2 versus 3 cooked up from FlyQuest as this comeback is starting to take shape after all.
Okay, 2 players fighting Con there is crazy. One guy selling and committing, I'm all for, but the second trying to bail him out. Boys, you have the flank. The flank's going to win you the round. You don't need to both die in that position. You don't need to kill that bad. TYLOO getting too keen to close out this game. It's going to cost them yet another round.
I mean, he did kind of fail on the flank.
For sure. But they would have just won. They would have just
fine.
won if, yeah, you're right. He whiffed. But they would have just won.
They were just buying time for him. It was fine. He just whiffed.
Okay.
Felt like a little bit more shouting was warranted from FlyQuest. You know, get in their heads. Hey, we just won a 2v3. You suck. We're coming back.
Don't really see this team do that. Who would do it, Yanko?
Regali.
Yes.
Liaz?
Yeah.
I think Vexite and Regali both could.
Bro, have you ever heard Alia's interview, especially at Pro League? I mean,
True. He'll say what he's thinking.
potty mouth, if I ever saw
Potter.
one. That got a chuckle out of our talent manager for sure.
All right.
Awkward timing on the crunch, but the advantages haven't mattered yet for TYLOO.
No.
5 on 3. But they've had trouble closing out rounds like this before. They only have these pistols as well. They are playing fast and loose with the pistols. Aggression in through behind for Jamyoung. Does a lot of damage, but doesn't get a kill.
Should be fine. Right? Orb dropped.
The inverse Bogdan's traded off the AWP and onto the AK at low HP. Gonna try and sync up with his riflers for this A hit, but look at the minimap. FlyQuest are getting boxed in here. Even though it was only pistols, really they were up against when this round began. This will be far from simple for FlyQuest. Regali spots 2 over towards camera. More follow-up damage. That's a big nade, and there's the cleanup for the rest of TYLOO. They move in swiftly after boxing FlyQuest into that A site, and now they have 6 chances to get Anubis over the line.
If only FlyQuest shouted a little bit more after winning that 2v3, Harry, you know, they would get in their heads.
But they didn't.
But they didn't, and now they lost the pistols.
TYLOO sensed the vulnerability. I mean, this push was mad as well, I know, Jamyoung.
Well, because I think that was,
like
it was
4
fine. He thought his teammates were going to push Temple as well. Like, that was the whole point, and they would have gotten the kills, but he pushed, they hid. And it almost went south. Let's see how Mosaic does against the full A execute coming his way. Or if the incendiary does anything, Hugo.
Probably not. Unless he drops it close. These first pistols will get through.
Oh, in G we trust.
Oh, blinded now, of course. Well, high flash, the refight, there's an execute from FlyQuest. Oh, you're blocking me! You're blocking me, G! He will pay the price. Oh my god, through the smoke, the Deagle connects, but there's more guns, and they're all in TYLOO's hands, or at least they were. Dexter comes flying through middle, picks up that AK, and with the Heaven control, this throws FlyQuest into a fantastic position. Might have to be a save with that re-smoke. Don't see you getting back in this one.
They didn't handle that too well. On A. It's unfortunate.
I mean, the mid flank was sick at Dexter as well, right? Found that little timing, pushed out through the bricks smoke. Good to just shut down those quick rotates. And so FlyQuest is still in this. I mean, I think, you know, this game is still going to tighten up a hell of a lot. Even finding the one necessary round on the CT half can be real tricky. It's not uncommon to see, you know, only a handful of these rifle rounds get picked up by CT sides.
I mean, I'm confident TYLOO should be able to close this game, but like this would be the choke of all chokes to add on to their 2-0 lead in the tournament, and then if they lost from this position, it would just be the true capitulation of their mental. It shouldn't happen though, right?
And luckily, because they won that eco/half buy, they still have really good economy. Rifles are on everyone and money in the bank. It's gonna take a lot of gun rounds for FlyQuest, I mean, to just take this into OT.
Ooh, there's a gap there. Hello, yoink. And yeah, they knew this player was pushed out B. He just didn't realize there were so many players ready to fight him. Attacker knows they need kills right now, so that's a nice one to pluck away. But they still sit in the favor of FlyQuest. 4v3. Bomb outside A. You can just go get the group on and check out this A site.
Had a chance, miss smoke.
I like this nade. It's for an AWPer, yeah, for this position. It feels like a prep nade, because G sits here a lot. Nice catch from Rushley Ranger.
It might not be the full group on, but this counts. 3 over towards A.
And the B side is 100% off right now. There's no one here. FlyQuest faking it. But TYLOO are doubled down. They're committed to their position. So, oh, Dexter, if he prodded any more there, he would have called it out. Instead, they're going into the stack.
Yeah, into both players. Even aggression out through mid for Jam Young, but Dexter finds him. Okay, the lurking player now dead, but into the double hold. G's AWP delivers. In G, we trust. 2 quick kills. Sees FlyQuest sent packing, try to run this bomb in away. Time is of the essence as G is giving chase, but won't get there in time. Bomb makes it B-ward. Dexter in pole position to try and put a stop to this. Catches one on the rotate. Here's Attacker. They know where the last player is for TYLOO, and Regali's AWP bears down the connector. 8 rounds secured for FlyQuest as they dodge that stack thanks to some last-minute cancelling and changing of plans. They end up at that B site with Dexter covering on the mid lurk.
I'll say one thing about the T sides for FlyQuest in both these maps, especially on Ancient, but we just saw it again. When Dexter makes a call in a tense 15-20 second where every second counts, the team always believe, they always listen to him, and they always rotate really quickly. We saw that on Ancient. They were going into some stacks. They realized they bail with no room for error. Like, if you can't do that in a pug. If anyone doubts it, if anyone, nah, I'm lurking, man. Oh, don't worry, I'll flank. Oh, I'll stay here. I'll fake it. No, you lose a round. You have to believe in the call, and FlyQuest always buy in. They always make those really risque late rotates, and right now they're paying off. 4 rounds the difference on this map. We saw them with a clean overtime win after a comeback on Ancient. Could they possibly do it again?
It's not impossible, I'll tell you that. A chance exists.
Okay.
Fast through the main smoke.
It's a risky maneuver. Forcing out some A util early.
I mean, that's pretty huge even there, right? Here in the double molly, you know they've gone back to this 2A start. And now you know, okay, that's 2 smokes, 2 Molotovs used over at A. Cool. Park up ins. He can stay here outside of main. Let the rest of the gang go and put pressure on B. You know this A site now doesn't have the utility to stop a play later on. So they will start to focus their attention back over towards this B site, instilling a bit of fear in TYLOO. That for FlyQuest was posturing to try and keep these players at B, deny those rotates back to the A site. And they know there's none of this blocking util left. This is really nice stuff for FlyQuest. They've gone over all the checks and balances here. It's all in order. Let's see if they can stick the landing and keep this comeback coming through.
Exploding in, they've got full control. The fight from camera gives a chance, but on the break, Jamyoung catches ins. Nice trade out on Mazea. Re-smokes everywhere. Attacker throwing himself into the fight, gets 2 kills, and the bomb's dropped as well. That might be the end of the line here for FlyQuest on their map pick.
Oh, okay.
TYLOO.
They know Liaz was mid. They're holding for him. He shouldn't be able to win this. Playing straight through is Liaz, and there's the swing. Mercury puts a stop to him. TYLOO will get Anubis over the line. It's labored. It takes a while from the 11-1 lead, but they take this series the distance, still in with a shot of making stage 2. I think stylistically, me and Yanko sometimes think similarly and do the same things so in sync that it's
Can I just tell you that as a teammate, I'd much rather you guys have it at a nice middle ground than either really good or really bad.
Well, it's all about making you happy, Jason, of course, as per usual.
I keep saying that. Things would go a lot better if that was the focus.
Of everyone, all the time.
Yeah.
All right, 4 B stack from FlyQuest. They really like these stacks in CT pistols. Dexter smoking apps deep to dissuade any sort of an A hit. But let's see if TYLOO sees through his little smoke screen. Looks like they will. How long before they try to clear banana? There we go.
Well, just now, a little peek down, no information. Audio-only listeners, you're going to love this. All four players of TYLOO up middle, 2 going towards short, 1 lurking rap side. Short's going to be bolstered with a couple of extra players. The defense is now just shifting. It's only Dexter inside the bomb site to defend, and he's going to hide for the moment. As they wrap in, good first headshot, but there's the trades, and that felt like it was always destined to happen.
All right, Jason.
Yo.
What skin is that?
It's a red one.
It's USP kill confirmed.
There we go.
Yeah, Yanko's on form.
Well, if he
Because I
given
have
me,
this one.
given me 3 more seconds, I feel like
Jason, you know this one.
that's a Glock fade.
Yeah, all right. What skin's that?
That's the water elemental I have.
Yeah,
one of those.
he's on fire.
Those are just unskinned dualies.
Oh,
So Anubis was a bit of a stomp, huh?
well, you're glossing over the last skin quickly. What's that? It's a hard one.
I didn't see it. What is it? Is it a hard one? Hard one?
It is really hard. I think it's called the Twilight Galaxy, but maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
I thought it was High Beam because it's
Sure.
also blue, but High Beam has like a stripe, I think. I know. Chat, what was that? Let us know as the team comms play.
Build our
go.
picture. Let's go.
Paint the picture like Bob Ross.
Painting.
Okay, they're having fun with it though. That's nice. They're
Yeah.
having some jokes. Like, this is a team of jokesters.
That feels
And
like a
they
very
might not-
Australian way to hype
Yeah,
yourself.
they might not need. They might not have Ali to bring the hype. Oh, they could get James Banks,
They could.
but they don't have Ali to bring the hype anymore. They can still have good banter, and that could be their way of hyping each other up. They're painting right now like Bob Ross.
And as we know with Bob Ross paintings, they look a little bit crazy until the very end.
Yeah.
It all comes together.
Can you do a good Bob Ross impression, Jason?
No, I can't.
How do you know if you don't try?
I'm just not an impressions person. Let's see.
Your Irish one was really good.
That was lit.
Oh, yeah? Is that what it was? Irish?
Yeah, of course you are Irish, O'Toole.
I know.
It was the Twilight Galaxy, by the way. I nailed it. Here we are. B-Pop on the cards as the Force Spy tries to withstand this. Playing through is Dexter. Vexite's covered him, dealt with the player in pool that was alongside him. And that's gone very wrong for TYLOO.
terribly wrong and gonna back away. Well, look, if we go back to the speech that started the series, I guess this is a good start. If they can convert the next round, would really secure that. And as we all know, that's how they want to end as well. And that's kind of what prompts the finish to be so strong.
Just a little bit tough. I don't know if it's prep and maybe they're just going for a timing hit without really having any sort of A pressure. Maybe they feel, you know, FlyQuest likes to invite teams a little bit from doing this. There's only one player there, just sort of faking presence, but actually there were 3 players there and you just got owned, so that's not great.
It's not great at all. It's not what you like to see. All tied up at 1. Mac 10's passed over to Inz in Vexite. It's a big swig of water. Man, that crunch coming in with Vexite taking so much attention. Yeah, just that, it really is exactly what you said, just jumping into a blind stack. There's really nothing you can do about that one.
There's a minute left, you know,
Yeah.
you can take mid control, see, okay, are they returning utility, are they not? You're gathering more information so you can make a more informed call, really. They don't do that and they pay the price, Harry.
Yeah, they try to just go for the set play with no info, and it's come back to haunt them. TYLOO, flash out into the top of mid. Dexter lies in wait. Well, at the ready, but just the one. They have got him past Vexite. Can this work in his favor?
They have no more smokes to block library, so I actually don't think they don't want to press the issue. They don't feel like they have the confidence in the cover to actually wrap around. So back towards short we go. 1 over in halls. That smoke is about to clear. Regali stepping into the open, and he's going to spot a lot coming in his direction. Liaz there as well. Molotov to delay, to disjoint this attack, and oh, it might not work. Good Tech 9 from Jamyoung. He seems to provide all the openings when TYLOO needs it, and once again, a back and forth affair to open up the map.
Yeah, we're opening with Force by Wars. Inz 1v3 still looks interested. Surely you can't win this. They're so set up. That smoke in the pit at least gets rid of one of these crossfires still. He's been whittled down, finished off. Mosaic gonna find him. And so TYLOO bring the heat, an immediate reply. Force by Wars to open up map 3. That's nice.
Yeah, we like the close back and forth affair. We want these teams to keep it close all the way down the stretch. I don't want another Anubis. Give me another Ancient.
Yeah, we want this to be close and back and forth.
You like that description? I
Yeah,
thought it was
it's
some of my
good.
best
No,
work.
this is where we're at.
Those 2 saved Galils being the difference makers in the end for TYLOO. Nice call, baby.
He's so awesome.
I love
I
it.
know. He's an immediate star. All right, well, Jamyoung again for the opening, provides the... Oh, the corner keeps him alive.
Dead.
They don't have a nade. It ain't here, so he's going to be able to get away. Up mid we go. The response, but again, it's at 1 minute and 15 seconds, and it's running through smoke, and Regali gets 2, and that might just be... Okay, so it might not be... It's like a close back and forth opening, but it's not exactly pretty. It's a little sloppy.
What skin's that, Jason?
Ooh, that is the Galil Pastel.
Rocket Pop. This one, you know this one. This is old school, Jason. You might even have one of these back in the day.
I actually don't even know what this is.
Vulcan.
Oh, cool.
That was the Liat Museo. But he shuffled the Rocket Pop out of middle first. Trying to deny any guns being saved at the end of this round for FlyQuest, should they win it. This one is something weird named. It's to do... It was on the Anubis collection, so it has like a... something.
Okay. The skin game is hard. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're really subjecting yourself to a difficulty.
That's the Icarus Fell. This one is the... don't know?
Nice. Harry,
What are these skins?
I come to you for all my skin information. You know this.
What is this one? I feel like I should know the name.
All right, well, chat's going to get your back. I guarantee it.
Like the red lizard or something? I don't know. The M4 red lizard?
A good save from TYLOO, all things considered, saved some utility as well. If they were only a little bit more patient in some of these anti-force rounds. I mean, here Jamyoung says 3 players B, so they just want to react quickly by going A, you know, having a 4v2 situation. They're Regali showcasing some of that FAMAS buff. Really good spray. That's 2 kills and save from TYLOO.
All right, well, Bananas opened up, and TYLOO looked like they just want to play a simple round. Follow up on the opening, and potentially execute into the B bomb site, but biding their time for the moment.
See, they got punished 2 times already from doing some blinds, so now they're hesitant to do so, but okay, you don't have to. You have to go back to A and put some pressure, though.
Well,
No information what's going on A. There's no one there.
Yeah, there's no one close to hear that pop flash peak either, so they don't even know that it's been kind of cleared out. That's going to allow Dexter to rotate over to the B bomb site, and TYLOO have a problem to figure out.
Jamyoung hears the footsteps, knows that someone could have made it a crossover at the sandbags. So they should be clearing this. Attacker's here as well, looking like he's going to be the first man in.
Not even considering it.
That's wild. They heard the steps at top banana, but In's handed the double kill.
That is crazy that you wouldn't even think about it.
Especially, you know, you hear them like flash. I mean, I get it's kind of weird to like flash clear and then hang around. Maybe you're thinking like they took the little peek over towards the half wall and then just went back and settled into the B setup. But no one even gave a cursory glance back towards the sandbags, and so that's given FlyQuest a strong position here. 4-on-3, crossfire set up between Spawn and backside, and the fact that Dexter gets that kill, and only now the smoke's going down. Now they really don't suspect Ins, who just lies in wait, plays for time. You can't win this, TYLOO. They're saving.
Yeah. Well, this T side is misfiring in pretty much every aspect of the game so far to start the map, so that's not cool for TYLOO.
Bit of a John Travolta syndrome there for TYLOO in the mid rounds.
Well, just
not sure where to go, looking a little bit lost.
There it is. I feel like there's a lot of places you could have taken a John Travolta joke.
Pick the safe option.
Yeah, you did. All right, TYLOO. No one's force buying around these saved weapons, so we got an AK and an M4. And Glocks.
I like that they're throwing this mid smoke every round. You know, they used it one time in the force. You can sit in it, just deny vision for the CTs. They need to be a little bit paranoid. Look at Mosea. Hello.
Ooh, how is that a gap? How is this a gap? Ooh, that is not the way you want to lose a round. That is atrocious.
2v2. Ince is alive.
Could still win this, but now there's been a bit of time for TYLOO to get posted, and they're only just re-smoking off Moto. There's still a smoke for Inns. He can try play ahead of this smoke off the pit angle, but it looks like they just want to play contact around the edge of these smokes. Mercury and G in pretty good positions to try and shut this one down. Mercury swings out now, and as they go for the trade, that's when G strikes. That is well contained for TYLOO in the 2v2.
It's so unforgivable, though, from FlyQuest. How is that available? How is that an option? How can you just walk up and get those two kills?
I mean, these rounds thus far have just been like both teams capitalizing on big
catastrophic
missteps.
Like, oh, this is gross.
It must have been some timing.
Yeah, look at Dexter.
Regali and Lias are these two guys, Pit and Balk, and probably on the shoulder peak there was a very small gap for a very limited amount of time, and that's where Mosea just crossed. So unfortunate, but that's a mistake, a grave mistake.
Yeah,
it's been the A bomb side that's been the problem for FlyQuest early on, right? So they've been fine on B and Banana, even when they lost backside the previous round. Ince was able to bring back the kills. So we'll see what they do about it. It's also tricky for FlyQuest. You look at their money, not really in a position to buy. They're actually going to go for an eco themselves. That might be difficult for TYLOO to read, that they don't have money. So let's see if the economy makes this round any weirder than it's supposed to be.
Here we go. Mercury. Up middle. It's very passive again from FlyQuest. They're gonna... well, stack rap side with a flashbang. This half has started so weird. I'm so afraid of where it might go.
Yeah.
Like, I have a really nervous feeling at the moment.
No, I mean, you know, with good reason. Like, nothing's been safe, and it's not like, you know, like we've said, there've been some pretty glaring issues for both teams to open up. And so you don't really have any degree of safety in the series yet. Also, the deeper it goes, the rougher it is for FlyQuest potentially, right? They're on this CT half where the money is just harder to come by. You're more prone to the, you know, being on the rough side of the money.
And with the back and forth nature,
exactly, right? Like, you've already lost half of your first half, right? So you don't really get time to, like, build up that bank account anymore. TYLOO do go walking into a bit of an A-lean. 3 players here, but they break through it, no problem. And so finally, you know, no glaring mistake from TYLOO. That's very tight. They play the A-split, and it works wonders. So they will be the first team to convert, to find 2 rounds in a row.
Second team.
Oh, yeah.
Apologies. I just felt like I had to...
No, it's fair.
let the viewers know.
Well, the FlyQuest actually managed that, but then still got instantly broken because they
didn't watch short, yeah.
Oh. So TYLOO break through. Now, FlyQuest did budget in this round to try and bring guns out in the next.
They get a 1900 losing bonus, so everyone will be okay. I mean, Regali can get the AWP, might have to be light armor. Inns might be able to drop it over if they want to go that route. Dexter is going to be the one who's kind of hurt for weaponry in this round. 3,500 for him, so likely an MP9 or a FAMAS. But a chance here with the economy in the position that it's in for TYLOO to just kind of steamroll the rest of this half and build up some momentum. We're going to get a timeout. First one from FlyQuest. A little bit more Bob Ross painting, perhaps, for the next 30 seconds?
Well,
happy little...
I was going to say, they've not been shy on happy little accidents thus far.
I haven't seen an accident yet that would be a happy little one. They've all been frustratingly big.
Regali will have his AWP, so I'm hoping, like, he hits the ground running here. Finally getting to don that in this CT side, but only a few rounds left to play.
We haven't really seen Jam Young yet kind of get into his mood that we've seen him in the previous maps.
It's fair. He's been trying to go for these openers over towards B, right? But the util's often been wrecking him. He's kind of struggled to really leave much of an impression here.
Yeah, maybe it's like the timing of when they've chosen to go for. We've seen him go through smokes a couple of times, like not really strong fights for him to try and take, but just kind of forced into it by what's being called. Or maybe he is just making the decision himself. Regali with the AWP towards CT. And all 5 players of TYLOO to attack this B-bomb site.
Full blind on Regali, but still good for the kill. Just fires in reaction to the flashbang. And they're forced out by the molly. Still one more man actually in the site. Vex site in oranges strikes and gets out with 1.5. Teeing up Regali to move in and clean up. That AWP effect felt immediately by TYLOO as Regali offers up a big 3K to tie this game up again.
And I think also that round forced into that hit maybe before they wanted to pull it off by the retake utility coming over. We heard them all shouting out in the studio as soon as that Molotov is flying over the roof. So I think they had to pull that trigger a little bit early. Nicely done from FlyQuest.
I mean, they're doing a good job of sort of out-mind gaming TYLOO. Like here, they only throw 2 nades at the start of the round, so sort of, okay, 2 guys there, and they're not fighting for banana, they're playing a little bit more passive, they'll just execute on them, but actually it's 3 players there the whole time with the AWP as well. So we'll see if that impacts the calling moving forward. Couple of times they executed into a stack. So we'll see how many more times, if any, they even try to go B.
Well, here's one. Going right back to it.
I mean, they've become pretty bogged down in trying to get this banana control, and I think it's because you don't want FlyQuest to feel like that's a part of the map they have in the bag, right? But most of TYLOO's success has been in these A plays. The A holds have been largely what's letting FlyQuest down right now.
That's a bold swing from Dexter to try and take that kill. He thought that was going to be just a solo lurk with everyone at top banana, and he got a rude awakening. It's all on Regali with his op.
They've been so stubborn about making this B play work. If this one doesn't come through, you know, you're in dire straits. It's just the Regali AWP here. Back of the site fires off, and the moment they see it, they change their mind. They've got this deep control on Mercury. But this does mean they're going into the double A stack for FlyQuest. Vexite and Liaz split between Sight and Pit. That molly reigns in and will make life tricky for Liaz, flushing him out into the open. Good Molotov. Vexite, head on a swivel, offers up two, and it comes down to this. They know Regali was last spotted with that AWP over at B. He's beginning to rotate all the way up in the top mid, but Mosaic tries to get ahead of this. Right place, right time. Is he ready for this? No, Regali just a little bit quicker on the trigger, and that's all it takes. Lead taken for FlyQuest.
I was just about to praise TYLOO, saying, oh, look, they're throwing nades B to create space for Mercury to go on the flank, and then they start pushing B, and attacker dies. They see Regali. I don't know if they're thinking, okay, that's the AWP, Vexite is still alive, maybe he's there as well as the B player, but that's not an easy rotate back to A where you have no information outside of Mercury, who was lurking around long, but still managed to get it down in a 1v1 post plant, and Regali just too quick on that flank.
Now, Regali did drop the op for that AK-47 at the end of the day, so that's a weapon they won't have in this round. They don't have the money for it coming down to just one player. So the op is no longer in the field of play. Second timeout used by TYLOO to talk things over. They've got a good amount of cash after that plant. Mosaic, Mercury, and G can all get AK-47s. Attacker and Jamyoung might have to go elsewhere, but it looks like they're going to go down to a half buy. A little bit of a pistol buy to see if they can create an opportunity. And no team has truly been able to take control of this first half. All right, what are we doing with these Tech 9s? B-Rush? Banana?
I mean, it would make more sense for them to go A. All of their success came from going A, really.
I think they're going to wait out utility and just head up banana.
You can see now, again, two HEs from the side of FlyQuest. They did the same opening when they had 3 players on B passive. Now they have only 2. Sort of an anti-execute setup. You can see Inns has a flash out. Backside shoulder peeking. They're just going to throw their utility as soon as they spot anyone.
TYLOO are trying to play this contact, so as soon as you hear that util, you drop yours in. Still, TYLOO breaks through the top banana util. Inns burning alive, has to extinguish. They know where he is now. They've got him trapped in. Back of the site, they're charging him down with these Tech 9s, and they will find him. Site taken for TYLOO. Finally, they break through this B hold. That's FlyQuest left in this retake. Dexter tries to get the ball rolling. That is an ugly spray. It's kept Mercury alive. That kill was needed to bring you into this retake, to get the ball rolling. They just can't get that purchase, that first kill. Finally, one comes out from the nade, but it's a late trade. Regali picking that up. More util to knock out the next man. Backstab in for Mosaic. Does have the bomb to play around. The pressure is on Regali. He does well to ease off that fight. Wrapping around Regali on the line. And Mosaic just playing the time on this one. Bombs being stuck, and Mosaic walks this clutch through. This time and knocking Regali out. Getting revenge for the round prior.
That's actually a really nice, a good take from TYLOO. I thought the retake from FlyQuest was awesome. I think they used their utility perfectly to flush players out into the open. That was a hard disadvantage they're trying to recover. In my mind, is very impressive for FlyQuest. Inns does his best when his teammate goes down, but oh, it's so hard to do. So hard to hold on to that site as the lone man. Good nades and Molotovs. But Mosea just a little bit better in this clutch. He had all the advantages.
You feel like now you've finally shown you can break through this B hold. It feels like they've
You were saying?
finally dealt with their demons on this side of the map. I can almost understand why they become so obsessed with it. You have this idea of they've been winning B so much.
Yeah.
Surely they're going to be playing 3A into a more lax B hold, maybe even one guy B, trying to anticipate the fast A play.
But here's the thing with that, right? Like, you can talk about the mind games, oh, I think they'll do this, or we'll take that, or they think we'll do it, blah, 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 blah. There's one choke point on B. There's just, you know, you have to go through one entrance. On A, there's multiple. So even if they're stacking it, you can still isolate some of those players in some of those positions. That's why it's not necessarily the same. It's much worse going B into 3 players than A into 4 players.
I like that. All right, Scout on Rap side. And TYLOO, after just showing some presence on the map and making sure FlyQuest hears some things over towards the A bomb site, going to fall right back into a B hit. I think FlyQuest already know Inz is going to take this peak. I think they've been conditioned over this half to be like, oh, okay, it's quiet. It's going to be a B hit. And FlyQuest is going to have 3 players at the site. They're going to have a fast flake from Inz as well. So any resistance is powerful.
Oh,
that's the bomb. And that's the round. It's all done.
Falling down to the pistols. This could have been TYLOO moving up into the lead, keeping the competitive nature at the start of this one going. It's a nice try from Mosea, but not meant to be. Instead, the pistol work of FlyQuest serves them well, and they can now look to win out this first half. This has been a wild, wild start to this third map.
I think Joe King's gonna blow an aneurysm. Standing behind them. It's like, how many times are we going to lose the round the same way, you know, in a sense? And this is the difference between 7-5 for TYLOO or 7-5 for FlyQuest potentially. But actually, I don't want to get too ahead of myself.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot
this
of
game's gone.
crazy rounds this half.
Oh, Regali aggression. Nothing from it. Gets out before that molly goes off. Jam Young, oh bro, he's been getting wrecked, and it's a shame. He's one of the front runners in this tournament for TYLOO, leading the way and opening kills. It's been a very, very good tournament for Jam Young, but in the deciding map that decides whether you go home or graduate in a stage 2, he has not been able to find these banana entries. So that couldn't come at a worse time for TYLOO.
Well, I think now that they've given up banana entirely, they're going to be committed to the A bomb site. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise. There's your happy accident.
They're just struggling too much from the 130 point to the 32nd point in the round. Like, it takes them too long to sort of make the call, and it takes them too long to organize the execute. Because you see all of this is all organizing. Like, one guy has to say, hey, this is going to be the ending throw, the flash is here to this guy, let's swap, right? Like, that takes time. That takes 5, 10, but there's a big difference where that takes you 5, 10 seconds or 20 seconds to do it. Because if it takes you 20 seconds, they flashed B, Inz is pushing down, and the 4th player is on A, and they're waiting for you.
They started shuffling util at the 39-second mark in all mid. So now at the 50
12 seconds
mark,
left.
yeah, this is crazy. Let's see if they can find a way in. Oh, somehow it might have worked. Okay, nice kills. Bomb being planted, and yeah, somehow it did. Mosea goes down last. Bomb is planted, but thankfully, due to the rotations, FlyQuest is here in time. They take a 7-5 lead going into the second half of this Elimination Series third map.
to chase the dream of yesterday. But the stories told, the golden memories, ain't a truth but just a fallacy. But there's hustlers, stealers, liars out on this road, and they'll feed the fire and watch it all explode. Gotta put those flames out before we burn it down. Gotta plant new seeds in this ground. Don't let yourself be troubled or think on yesterday. Keep on moving, come on, don't stand in my way. Some people wanna pull you under. Some people wanna make you cry. Some people rolling in like thunder. We gotta fight the feeling, we gotta do it right. If the hustle and grind breaks your stride, do your turn and blame the other side. If the hustle in your mind makes you decide, it will crack and strip you of your pride. Oh, but there's hustlers, stealers, liars out on this road, and they'll feed the fire and watch it all explode. Gotta put those flames out before we burn it down. Gotta plant new seeds in this ground. Don't let yourself be troubled or think on yesterday. Keep on moving, come on, don't stand in my way.
Honesty wants to win right here, right now. It's crazy.
Dig, carry
One mid. And wrap as well. It's A, safe call. Safe call A.
One dig.
Can be closer.
Dig up.
40 tag on site. Default plant. It's planted for apps, okay?
Hit side.
Nice!
Good job, bro. Good job.
Nice comms.
Well, it's a 2-round lead for FlyQuest on this final map of the series. One team going home, one team moving on. First half was not the cleanest Counter-Strike, so we're looking for that halftime speech to really rile everybody up. Get them locked in, because your whole ESL Pro League season comes down to this second half of Inferno.
It's the pressure. It's affecting both teams at the moment. Communication doesn't seem to be quite on point. Some sloppy rounds, but hey, all that matters is the dub. If you can get it, none of that will matter. If you can't, though, you'll go into every single little detail till the end of day today.
Pick them all apart. Tear yourself apart, all your decisions.
3 dualies on TYLOO.
I like that. And one of them's right here close to apartments, so good luck.
Oh, just the one. But the dualies down in the pit. Mercury head on a swivel, but can't quite catch a bearing. It's got to be G. Withstands the first 2. Teammates now making their way over, going to get here to lend a helping hand. Inz's task gets harder and harder with each second that passes, and so he backs away. Anticipating these rotates have now arrived. Inz goes hunting for them over at long. All 3 players here, and TYLOO bring that pistol round. That could be their means back into this second half. They had a problem converting in that first half of play. Let's see if this time they're able to stick that landing.
They had a problem finding like the right solutions, right? And like trying to work the map. But I think on the CT side, this can be a lot easier for them if they can maintain this. As long as it's not like this trade back and forth battle of economic warfare where everybody's going to be a little bit low and a little sketchy. They can just build the momentum off this and it should be fine. It's only Glocks for FlyQuest. They got 1 flashbang, so they're saving for the 3rd. So TYLOO should be able to settle this down, tie things up, and look forward to the next rounds. All right, just a bunch of footsteps over in holes.
Scare them away with sound.
Make them think they were falling back.
No head armor for G. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt them. It's looking fine. Attacker contains. Well handled with the MP9.
Nice from G to sort of not overpeak after getting gooshed, right? Letting his teammate keep him alive, really, and also farm the MP9 kills. That was a 4K for attacker. Some nice little boost to the economy.
Yeah, and a confidence boost as well. He had a pretty quiet first half. He had some really, really rough engagement, so I think that's going to be a feel-good round for him.
And he was sick on Anubis.
Yeah.
He was their best player on Anubis, so they're going to welcome that. Oh.
Oh.
Another one.
And another one. All right, so we'll get this issue figured out as we have this tech pause coming in. Harry, could you boot up that mailbag there?
I'm diving into the mailbag.
Dive in deep, real deep. Get us some good mail to talk about.
Sorry, I was just reading the Stargate reply.
I just had to get that in.
Oh wait, there's one more. Oh, Bray. Someone said I'm just like Teal'c.
Who's that?
This cool. He's a Jafar.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So
No idea.
He was like a servant of Apophis, but then ended up joining the good side, joining SG1.
Did you like the movie? You said you liked the TV shows mostly.
I mean, I watched so like the films are an important jumping off point, undoubtedly.
Okay. Sure.
I think like the thing that was sad about the films that came after the series was they were kind of the reason the series ended, was because they wanted to tell some cool stories in film. Like Atlantis was always promised a film, so they didn't make a 5th season, but then the film got canned. And so Atlantis just ends on like a non-ending,
where none of the stories are actually closed
like
out.
Nothing
so
is
the
fully
most
wrapped
frustrating
up. Yeah,
way to
kind
end.
of like the worst way anything could end ever. They get you so close, and then right as the big payoff is there, the big finishing move.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually.
Yeah, joke's on you.
Back to bed. You know, going to bed, y'all. Good night.
Got a headache.
Going to bed, y'all. Good night. Why is Freya never on the cast? That's an email we just had from Richie.
We've tried. We have tried.
Maybe we could get her on today.
Freya.
For the second shift.
Up in the
I think
green
it's a good vibe today was what I was getting. And so
second shift does seem to be in high spirits.
Yeah. So I think maybe we have some new emails coming in right
you
now.
and me, Jason, who were ruining it for them.
Yeah, I guess so.
Cyberpunk modification. What Cyberpunk mod would you get? Did you play Cyberpunk? Yanko, you surely did.
I did.
You love a single player game.
I did, but I don't necessarily remember
I don't remember them exactly either, but I would
Something
get the
stealth
Mantis blades, which was the arm blade.
Yes, I remember what those are. I don't know, I usually go for stealth.
More of a stealth guy, huh?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have taken you for a stealth man.
I like running in with the knife arms, slicing people. And like, I don't know, the amount of times where, I don't know, like I'm out and, I want to get like some bread, but you can never just buy like a good amount of bread, you know, like for one sandwich.
Yeah.
And if you can, it's in like a roll, but then I'm outside, right? Like I want to cut the roll open, so I just deploy the Mantis blade. Slice that open.
Yeah, that's fair, I think.
Some butter. Oh, sorry, I've stabbed you. There was jam on the end of my Mantis blade, and now you're all infected.
What if you could get one of the blades would be like a butter knife, you know? Then all of a sudden you could do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I could.
Or just
like
a
screwdriver. Yeah, like Swiss Mantis blades.
A wide opener on one
Deploy.
end.
Dude, that would be sick. Yeah, that's
sometimes even it deploys even when you don't want it to.
Oh, right. So we have some more questions coming in. Max sent in a quiz about Kuba PE, which we could do. Kuba PE's cool. I want to go there.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a small opal mining community.
An opal mining community?
Yeah, in Oz. It's very small, and they live underground.
Really?
Yes, because it's very hot. It's like in the
middle,
outback a bit.
in the bush?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they live in houses under the floor because it's cool.
Sure.
And they look sick. They used to like blow them out with
Dynamite?
TNT or dynamite. Yeah.
probably all of Australia's best gamers come from that place.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had to guess, that's where they're all living. I mean, you know, if you're not here,
You ain't living.
you ain't living,
Yeah.
as Lee would say.
As Lee would say.
Let's see, we got some more. I found Lee. 5 gifted for a location. Hang on, do we have to give the gift?
It sounds like he wants us to give.
I'm not gifting you anything, Mac. Get out of the emails. Send me a text if you want to talk to me that badly. You don't have to.
You've got WhatsApp.
You don't have to email
Don't send
this.
emails.
Come on now.
This is a great question for Jason. To Moses and the gang, what do you guys think is the issue right now in NA, and how do you think it can be fixed?
I mean, I would say the biggest issue in North America is that we don't have young players that are improving at any kind of significant rate to compete against Europeans. Let's just throw that one out there.
What about the tariffs, though, Jason?
Tariffs, moving forward into the future, those could be a problem, I'd say.
Hey, I think they should help the domestic production of talent in North America.
Sure.
They also included at the end, tell Yanko the Bears are undefeated against the Packers.
That's just not true.
What does that mean?
It's the NFL teams.
Oh,
I'm a Packers fan. He's obviously a Bears fan. That poor soul.
Yeah, he's having a rough go of it, isn't it? For our audio-only listeners out there,
Another
we are currently
Jason has emailed
in a 7-to-7 tech pause, and we're just waiting. On the screen, we're flashing images of players.
Wait, they're getting closer to the monitors. They're touching their headsets. I think we're close to
leaning forward,
getting back into it.
Oh, high
G
fives!
awake. Are G's eyes open?
Oh my lord, this is my favorite. Yeah, somebody shake G. He's got a game to play. Round 15. It's going to be a full buy for both squads. TYLOO started this half with the pistol round win, the second round conversion, and this would be the first gun round. We'll see how this defense holds up. They've got 2 MP9s and a FAMAS.
That's all we need. We just need to be on top of them. That's it, okay, guys?
Yep.
Let's go, boys.
Yeah, just
keep
keep
it calm, guys. Like Anubis decent energy, okay? Let's go.
Keeping it calm. That's the order of business.
Oh my god.
Oh,
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Baby, this ain't calm. Look at him. This guy's just living his life. He's looking all across the screen at the mini-map. What does everyone have? Oh, wait, there was a guy next to me the whole damn time.
That's got to be so frustrating. Just when he hears the footsteps going up mid. Big risk, but bigger reward. And now FlyQuest is going to be funneled into taking bracket control, which has sent Mosea scurrying back to rep side.
Oh, Dexter dead. Chewed up by Mercury.
It's a bomb. And because Mercury got the first kill, they know there's one more, so they won't get caught off by any kind of reaggress. Liaz's lurk up in halls now gets really dangerous. B defender's been pulled out. Concerned about the B split from CT spawn.
Still has a smoke, Jamyang. You should use it immediately on B. There you go.
Oh, that fades in, what, like 6 seconds? If they want to go for this round, they have to go through it. Nicely done, Jamyang. That's beautiful. Here's the footsteps, waits for the shadow, easy finish. And FlyQuest gets stuffed in this first gun round. So 8-7 for TYLOO. Taking the lead, looking down the stretch.
Huge. Also no plant for FlyQuest, so they have to be on an eco. The saved gun on Liaz. Let's see if they can cook something up. Because the economy for the side of TYLOO, on the other hand, is looking great. I mean, if they have another clean or close to clean round here, it's going to take FlyQuest, what, 4 gun rounds at least?
Yeah, to break the economy. Yeah, this is a really dangerous situation for FlyQuest. This map is about to unravel out of their control, and I'm not even sure they realize it yet.
Not 4 to break them, but, you know, 4 total by the end of the half, at the very least, to get to 12 or something along those lines.
like that Jamyang's still playing with confidence and keen to be involved, and that first half hasn't defined how he's looked to approach B. On CT sides, he does like to, you know, go for these banana fights, to harass banana, try and deal with T's moving in there, and that's not looked to have quietened down on the back of getting his T-side game plan shook up. Jamyang feels like a requirement in this second half after going missing in that first half of play.
She's gonna get tested, smoked off for the moment. It's like, looks like they want to get started on a split. So get some players into CT spawn to start pressuring this B bomb site, but they don't have anyone in banana. So the main thrust is all coming from CT spawn, and Jamyang has got a nice setup, a crossfire with Mosea.
Needs to nail this, and nothing found. Backside double opener on that Tech-9. And that is so clean. TYLOO never made the moves necessary to bring anyone else over. Those B players had to withstand it, and with Vexite doing that, the round is over.
Yeah, a really nice look from Regali to get one to slow down the A players from getting involved. Dude, they look like they want to go for this, and I'm not sure I like that idea.
I hate it, personally.
Yeah, just the money concern is going to be everything. It's going to dictate so much down the stretch. Massive risk being taken from TYLOO to put these weapons in play, but the evacuation had begun. Still a missed chance, a missed kill, and G's got to bail out. Not as bad as it could have been, but that's tied up once again at 8.
It's not worth it even to lose the one guy, but yeah, unfortunately the B defenders couldn't connect on any of the long-range shots initially, and then Vexite just drive by with the Tech-9. He also had that massive double kill in the Regali clutch. He got 2 kills from side, so some really strong impact from him in this game.
I just wish that setup had been more aggressive at this bomb site between Jamyang and Mosea. Like, he's took that long-range fight, right?
It's weird.
If Jamyang is holding the angle,
complementary at all, right? Like, Jamyang is on his own. It's like, bro, if you don't get 2, that's it. Like, this is really, really hard all of a sudden.
If he has that, like, wider angle, he can distract them, and then Mosea can re-peek again from the bomb site.
It kind of felt like that's what they were doing, right? When Mosea was fighting out from backside and Jamyang's pushed through the ruins, it's like, oh, okay, you're going to make the choke point happen kind of in the spawn, but no, wait, you've let them through, and now they've killed you both, and you've lost the round. No, awkward stuff for TYLOO, 100%.
Some miscommunication there, and probably just not being in that situation very often where they're both towards the site and there's 3 guys coming from CT spawn. Also, they don't know if anyone is in banana. That's why pool was smoked.
Well, nobody can really run any kind of a streak with weapons.
A lot of saving in this one, Jason.
Okay, Mosea behind the smoke. That's a wild spam from Inns as he tries to run through multiple smokes and return from Dexter. Deep utility down banana still, and FlyQuest presses the issue. They've gained control, but they'll have to contend with G's op. Oof. I think he even got Regali through the wall. That's too much.
Hung around with util, comes to pay the price, and just like that, Vexite, back-to-back rounds, back-to-back B double entries.
Mate, these 2 rounds, Vexite has earned his stars and stripes in this match. These are such critical rounds for him to deliver 2 huge kills.
And I mean, it's kind of more of the same for TYLOO, right? In both of these moments, small little errors, little mistakes getting capitalized on. G hanging around at top banana, trying to get the util in, just getting caught out on an island with the AWP. Like, that was a trade that could have just been denied on him leaving, right? That's the strength of the AWP. You get one, get out of there, go through the motions, play the next angle.
He was really casual about deploying that Molotov, wasn't he? He was just like, no cares in the world. There's no chance there's another person here. Take my time, line it up.
And also, he killed the guy front half wall. Like, why do you think?
Yeah, like, why would he be there? Yeah.
Like, why?
If there wasn't more players in top banana.
If there's one guy, that's not the spot where he would have stood, most likely. But let's see. No round is a given in this game. Yeah, that's what we say.
Nicely done from Vexite. Locked in these past 2 rounds. Let's see if he can help carry him across the finish line. 13 kills for Vexite in the map. He's got FlyQuest on a 1-round lead. 9-8. It's got to be an economical round for TYLOO. They have the 2 M4s that were saved previously. Other than that, pistols, 2 USPs and a 5.7. Up against 5 AK-47s on FlyQuest.
Oh, it's like now no one wants to go for these same audacious plays. Now you're trying to play the passive CT side. They flash Mercury back in. Retake flash for Top Banana. He actually hangs around to fight this and gets out with 1.
Oh, that nade breaks his little heart. You could see he wanted to smoke, go pick up the gun. The nade is perfect to take the M4 out of his grasp. And FlyQuest disappear.
It wasn't still on the floor, I thought.
I think it naded back to sandbags. They're looking for it.
Unlucky. Let's see, Attacker. Time for another big round for you, baby.
Here's them out in mid. Goes for the early swing, and they're holding it. They're ready for him. There is a fast flank out of G, but I think Regali has heard something here. G was running down bottom Banana, only started sneaking halfway, and so Regali collects a freebie. Jam Young, strong position, but not the gun for the job. Just this USP gets out with a double. Jam Young suddenly has given TYLOO a chance. This was not supposed to happen. Regali can try and put a stop to this. Charging him down. Jam Young's hurt. It's so close, but not enough. Nearly the 1v4 of dreams for TYLOO. Stopped 1 kill short by Regali. And so double digits locked in, a sigh of relief for FlyQuest.
Oh my lord.
Good eco.
Yeah, really good eco. God bless, with a USP. There's been some brutal ways to lose rounds in this map. Throughout the entirety of it, this would have taken the cake. Really nice attempt from Jam Young. Good save from Regali, knowing he just has to go take the fight. It's 10-8, 2-round lead.
I mean, dude, he did so well to make that so close, but I'm worried that this is one of these rounds that's only going to add to the heartbreak for TYLOO, knowing that many times over, these swing rounds, these swing moments in this series, hell, even thinking back to the game of Legion 1 where they lose out 13-11 on an Inferno 3rd map as well. It might be more of the same, a repeat disaster for TYLOO after the 2-0 start in Stage 1. Oh, and that's bad to worse. Jam Young, after nearly clutching up with just the USP in the round prior, is spammed to death to open up the rifle round for TYLOO.
What do you do now if you're TYLOO? 2-2 split, 2 at A, 2 at B. Op shot misses. And FlyQuest coming right back to this A bomb site. Left mid is smoked, so they can traverse up to brackets. It's Attacker with the M4 who's going to take contact, but they're playing separate now. Attacker's going to get aggressive behind the boiler fallback, but he's going to walk into everyone. Nades are out. Timing is perfect. And now G's got to hustle back with the op. Molotov to buy his teammate time, and Attacker grabs position in pit.
G moving in, that all push through the library smoke. Overzealous, fed to Vexite. It's just Attacker. He is the only man left over here at A. Putting on a clinic. Oh, it's a 3rd. Attacker still going. Playing defense down in the pit. Knows about player number 4 and puts him in a casket. It's only Regali as Attacker is on for the ace. The one line of defense. And he attacks. He defends. This guy does it all. TYLOO is still in this as Attacker puts them on their back. He is dragging TYLOO back into the conversation.
To have the first half that he did and step up in this way, in this moment, is massive. A bit of a gift here with the timing, but everything after that is perfect. Instant first bullet dinks, the cleanups after the fact. God, he has just saved TYLOO in this map, in this series. And now you add in the kills Jam Young got in the previous round with the USP. 4 frags for him. Money's not looking pretty for FlyQuest. This could have just turned right on its head with that ace.
I mean, they've had to overcome like every single demon in rapid succession from the missed clutch of Jamyoung, but this time being able to capitalize with Attacker essentially, you know, 1v like 4 in the pit. But now they have to deal with the final boss, the final demon, and that was that they always fell down to these low buys. They struggled against them.
Well, it's not super low. 3 AKs. They can handle the AKs. It's the Tech 9s they don't like. There's only one of them.
This is the swing round, though, that could bring TYLOO to the finish line.
$50 on 4 FlyQuest players. Their losing bonus is at $1,900. And at this stage of the game, that's a brutal reset to have to endure. Not a lot of utility here. This is, you don't have a whole lot of time to move around the map and call for a plan B. This is one idea and try and execute it as best you can.
It's also so passive from TYLOO. I think they probably feel like some of these early plays have been what's given FlyQuest a way in, and so they take a super static round. They have Mercury floating around the speedway for a fast rotate. This boost has been assembled at back B since the start of the round. Smoke deployed. Molly won't find its mark. Mercury waits with a flash, and Mosea, they've had him up on this boost for over a minute now, and he's been waiting to get involved. Strikes the first man out of the round. The boost gets disassembled. Dexter follows up. That dreaded Tech 9 plays its hand. Liaz one more back. They know that Mosea is here, but he's not going anywhere. Holds the line. TYLOO breakthrough. FlyQuest, no money remaining. TYLOO in pole position.
They broke through. They might have just broken FlyQuest here. I don't know how you recover from this one on the T side. You had everything going for you in a string of brutal rounds. Jamyoung almost stealing one away, Attacker's ace, and now a dominant hold at the B bomb site, and you go into a round where you got no money. Third and final timeout used by TYLOO, as they know they've gained such a massive advantage. Keep everyone locked in, get everyone on the same page, make sure you can close it out easy, 10-10.
Let's see, FlyQuest was in a similar situation on the first map of the series 6 hours ago on Ancient, where they did have to do it in the second half on T side. Went all the way into overtime and didn't lose a single round there to win 16-12. So obviously going to be on an eco here, most likely an 11-10 scoreline for TYLOO, but yeah, it's 2,400 loss bonus with no planned.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's just no money to do anything in this round. Like, you have to sit there at 10-10 and say, we're giving this one up. Not even any upgraded pistols. It's 5 Glocks and a flashbang from Dexter.
Can't believe the level of individual impact that TYLOO have had in like the last 3 rounds as well, from the Jamyoung nearly clutch to the Attacker ace in the pit, then the Mosea 4K in defense of that B site. Suddenly you've had 3 big names flying the TYLOO flag, trying to plant it in this series and knock out FlyQuest. Double setup in through the apartments. Attacker collects a freebie. There's even a third man floating around a boiler. They are so ready for a top mid take out of FlyQuest. And so even though Dexter has this one flash and a bunch of Glocks to try and chase something down here, there's no real way in to make this round interesting. We've had some weird moments with pistols across this game so far, but this should not be one of those rounds. Mercury, that's a lot of damage, and he actually does fall over at long. That's weird. Weirder than it has any right to be.
Yeah. But
Mosea's missed the timing on Dexter grabbing the gun. Now he's armed, like...
Surely not.
Shoots the gun over to Vexite.
Through the chicken.
The rotates are taking a long time to come through. I don't know, this still feels a little concerning. It shouldn't. TYLOO should have this one comfortably, and now that they've removed the gun, that looks to be the case. Dexter will get finished off, living on borrowed time. Well contained for TYLOO. All the little weird moments in that round this time don't amount to a costly defeat.
Feels like every round has to be stressful in this game now, right? no matter what the buy is, what the situation is, it has to get a little bit stressful. And I mean, a lot on the line for both of these teams. TYLOO weren't even in the conversation for any invites or anything like that, considering how the end of last year went for them. So it would be huge to make it into stage 2. And FlyQuest struggled with results at the beginning of this year. I mean, they're slowly slipping down the rankings too, so a lot on the line for both of these teams.
OG. Whew.
Oh, geez.
I know, I didn't know where to go with that one, but that scared me. That's a wide angle with boiler wide open. He's come back to it. This time mid is smoked.
I mean, here's kind of the pressure for FlyQuest is if they lose this, even with loss bonus building up, they
need to figure out what they're doing at the B bomb site. They have 3 players there right now. When this smoke fades, they need to be shifting someone off right now.
A lot of resources. Oh, the smoke in at bottom B actually stopped them from spotting Regali lining up util. Still, it's facilitated the early rotate around, but I don't know if TYLOO are going to have 4 bodies in the site in time. It's going to come down to 2 to defend this, potentially. Because right now they are respecting these long smokes, playing through library. They get an extra player into the site. Missed shot from G. Attacker up on the balcony. G in the pit. These two have both had their moments. Let's see if Attacker's got anything else. Just the one and done. Vexite double entry. Why not a third? Mercury makes his way around on the rotate, but that is an ugly spray.
Yeah, you needed that kill. That was going to be the easiest one you're going to be offered up in this retake. 2 on 2. One trapped in the bomb site. Liaz over in pit. Vexite's going to work his way behind the smoke up to Graveyard. He's going to have Mercury to contend with coming in lane.
So aware of the short play, but knocked out. Mercury finds him, and there's Jam Young lending a helping hand. TYLOO dig deep. This time the Vexite multi-kill entry is not enough for FlyQuest.
Oh God, he's doing everything he can, isn't he? So many important kills and rounds, and that one, just no one else able to step up and close it out for him. Wonderful entries for Vexite.
It's criminal how he keeps getting away with this. But this time, not being able to pull off the heist of the century. And that leaves FlyQuest in economy jail. They're at the full mercy of the boots of TYLOO. What are the charges? Enjoying a heal, a succulent Chinese heal. Well, it's crushing them down now. The boots of TYLOO ready to run this one over the finish line.
Third timeout used by FlyQuest. 2 rounds back, they need 2 to force overtime.
You really need to win those.
Yeah, that one hurts.
V2, you can any spot in the bomb site, really.
I think with
it's just Graveyard is such an all-in position, man.
Well, because of the way he pathed behind that smoke and knowing there was a player there, he'd never reloaded. He didn't want to give up the sound cue, so he actually runs out of bullets in that engagement towards lane. Painful. Well, that timeout better have been FlyQuest's best tactic. The most comfortable round they can call to keep themselves alive.
Oh, it's the comeback manifest out in the top mid. Dexter and Liaz, hold on a second. Oh no, G, that is such an awkward miss. Each time he misses, they're getting ever closer. Dexter will find him. Orb's been uprooted. Money on the line for TYLOO. Jam Young is so wealthy, so rich.
Yeah, but they needed that save. They needed that second gun. He's really rich, but how many can he drop over to his teammates?
Actually, the problem is, like, this is bad money management from the side of TYLOO. Why are other guys buying for themselves when he can drop them? That's what you try and do in rounds. You want to even out the money so that,
I mean,
you avoid this from happening. You have multiple players buy for themselves and he can only drop one.
Well, he's gonna have to make the decision, right? With the losing bonus.
Don't drop an op to G.
I'm gonna try and do math. Yeah. I'm gonna try and do math. 1400. He's gonna be up at 9700. So I mean, he can drop 3 M4s over, or he can drop an op and an M4.
3 M4s.
Oh, they dropped the op. But I like that. You know? He's missed some easy ones the last couple rounds, but shooter's got to shoot.
I mean, okay, it's a move they can make. There's nothing wrong with giving G his weapon of choice, and usually G is a safe pair of hands, but there's no denying it. He has had some round-defining misses in this third map. This is the time now where you've been entrusted with the orb. You didn't get all rifles here. This is where G might have to deliver on that AWP. There is no more excuses.
It's one of the hardest things in crunch time like this to go away with the things that have gotten you to this point. To say, if you want to say right now, G, we're not going to give you the op, He's had such a good tournament for them. He's part of the reason why they're this deep and contending. But he better deliver here in round 24.
Jamyang dropped his AK to Mercury, an M4 to Mosea, and an AWP to G, and he's playing with an MP9. Now that's a team player.
What a legend. What an absolute legend. Well, once again, a very passive setup, and they played aggressive previously and got destroyed for it.
They have a flash for this. Mercury waits. Didn't actually peek on the back of it. Instead, it's a second flash out through the arches, and they actually re-aggro this. FlyQuest were walking away. They conceded this real estate, a crunch into the top of mid. It's proactive from TYLOO, and that's exactly what was needed. G with the double kill. They did everything to make sure he had this AWP. Can he be the one to end the game? Inns left up in this clutch. And they're ready to swing a second player if G misses, but G don't miss. That's why they give him the AWP. TYLOO are going to the second stage.
Oh, look how hyped up he is. Oh, what a legend. G. Rough rounds at the end, but he closes it. He gets a third chance, and look what it means to him.
I mean, in that moment when he's given the AWP and they sacrifice everything to make sure he gets his gun,